I don't know any lyrics at all. So let's go see if it works. Hey, and it works. Alright, I'm not seeing any drop frames. Internet's looking good. Alright, alright, alright. So let's have some good music playing. I got a couple minutes left of work, so let's get everything put away. So yeah, this is my cute little work backpack. You know, cute little laptop backpack. Didn't want to get my giant one, like, because I already have a big laptop. Yeah, let me check the music. Yeah, it might be a little bit too loud. Sorry about that. Dance in the now in the bin in the streams. Mama in the bin in the me. Mama in the bin in the. I wish I knew what he was saying, but I know that he has the heart of a dancer. I blame my my failures to my auditory processing issues. It's called having ADHD. Alright, so we got 3 minutes left. Looks like nothing's going to happen. Sure hope nothing's going to happen. I don't even think I can get a call in the last couple of minutes of work, which is actually really nice. So yeah, okay. Everything was thrown in there. Just gotta wait to clock out. Yeah, so if anyone's watching right now, feel free to like drop questions, ask me things. I don't know. Alright, got that set up. Let's make sure that this. You know what's funny? Like, there's that guy who's really funny called I Show Speed, or I something Speed. And he's funny. I won't lie, he's funny. But the dude plays without a shirt on, so like, do I have to feel embarrassed by having a robe on that shows my hairy chest? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess people just deal with it, right? Like, I haven't gotten a single complaint. So, who am I to say? And where is that case? There it is. Yeah, so this is my old phone. I was doing some data transferring today just to get some files organized. Yeah, what do we want to do, guys? What do we want to play? So, let me go here. My channel. But under the pressure of walking in your... Oh no, it ruined the music! How dare you? There we go. Caught in the undertow. Man, it took me a long time to even figure out what undertow even meant. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tough, so much more. I am not streaming Inscription. Is it actually saying I'm streaming Inscription? What the fuck? I thought I updated it. Afraid to lose control. Now everything that you thought I would be. Right in front of you. Caught in the undertow. Just caught in the undertow. Step that I take is another mistake to you. I can edit panels? No way. That's cool. Friday. Oh no, now it's saying I'm just chatting. Okay. Become so numb, I can't feel you. Like, look at this. Pools, hot. I thought they banned hot tubs on Twitch. You know what? I don't care. Twitch is dumb. Okay, so there's a dot here. Tag. Add tags to help viewers find you. No. I will not. I'm not some chump. What is that red dot for? Oh, whatever. It's probably some kind of like message. Anywho. Alright. It is 5:30. Clocked out. I've become so numb. I can't feel you there. Can't think I'm so tough, so much more unfair. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. So done. Oh, I forgot to do the everybody ping. Dum bum 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 bum. Okay, so let's put ourselves on Do Not Disturb. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's just Steam. Alright, yeah, I don't want to get bothered. Alright, ooh, I love this song. You know what, for this, let's turn it up. Alright, let's do this.
cheer me up when I feel bad? Is it my insecurities that keep me going? These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them. And they don't care who you are, they don't care what you do, no. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them. My heart and I don't get along. It's something that I'm sad about. Everybody needs to pick me up, but I should probably slow it down. But it's pretty good company. It cheers me up when I feel bad. These are my insecurities that keep me going. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them. And they don't care who you are, they don't care what you do, no. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them. We are the widows, inflated egos, the filthy misfits, the ones you dream of, the ones you can't shake. We're living in your breath. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them. And they don't care who you are, they don't care what you do, no. These are my friends, these are my friends. I love them, I love them.
Baby, you've been through 12 rounds and your heart's bruised. And maybe your corner ain't got no crying shoulder. Well, if this world has left you with no one, open your heart even if it's broken. 'Cause the worst part of finding somebody is that you gotta let 'em in. And the first thought to enter your body is that you could get hurt again. Well, the light shines brightest on the darkest confinements when the door swings open. You could search all over your options. The only way to love is to forget and forgive. People will leave you, they're lying, they'll cheat too. And honestly speaking, they got their own reasons. 'Cause everybody learned it from someone. Some of us were given hearts that were already broken. Because the worst part of finding somebody is that you gotta let 'em in. And the first thought to enter your body is that you could get hurt again. Well, the light shines brightest on the darkest confinements when the door swings open.
Alright, you know what? I want to have some fun, guys. I think I want to try this. Yeah, put camera. No, camera should be bottom layer. And then let's put this in the corner. There we go. And then apparently, like, something on that level. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. If I'm gonna be totally honest, guys. I don't know if I like it. You know what? I want to see if there's an Omegle alternative. Hey, look at that. Ew. Okay, looks like there's not really like one set. Ew. They got a terms of service? Okay. Am I supposed to like scroll down to the bottom and agree to it? Okay. With VK? What the hell is this?
Joe met Daisy on the day of the dead. When he woke up drunk and handcuffed to a dirty double bed.
I don't know, guys.
You should be wary of the women you pretend to love.
Can I just sign up?
Then she wraps a plastic bag around his head.
What the heck is VK?
On the day of the dead.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. And like, I haven't used like my Facebook in a long time.
Coming fast, and the ferryman only deals in cash. Oh, your time is coming fast, and the ferryman only deals in cash. Ben met Gary at a backroom game of pool. When he caught him petting heavy with a boy from Baton Rouge, he said, Ben, you should have learned by now I'm not a fan of fucking around. Then he beat him with a bottle and a cue. Ben met Gary at a backroom game of pool. Oh, your time is coming fast, and the ferryman only deals in cash.
Okay.
Oh, your time is
Monkey.
fast, and the ferryman only deals in cash. Arrogant can be innocent, and everything ends well, it just makes sense. Fuck there's a down, there's another side. In there's an ounce, so it's worth a try. People want each other, but they want themselves more. Even when you love is something new to live for.
Okay. Let's try the monkey then.
Here's what, so go to the light, my love. Jane met Ginger over dinner in July. Ginger said that she'd forgive her for the secrets and the lies. So they drank a toast for days to come, and the devil spoke with Ginger's tongue.
That's weird that it changed the second time I looked at it.
Champagne with cyanide. Jane met Ginger over dinner in July. Oh, your time is coming fast, and the ferryman
What is this?
deals in cash. Oh, your time is coming fast, and the ferryman only deals in. Oh, your time is coming fast, and the ferryman only deals in cash.
I don't know what the heck this is. Ooh, I love this song.
An arrow to the heart. I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours.
Oh, is this gonna work?
And it's something more.
Oh no, it's using the wrong camera. Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. Your camera's not great.
No,
though, I'll
I
tell you that
cannot hear
much.
you. Let me turn my... Dude, that's weird. You could see me in my camera, or the mirror. What's up? Alright, I need to turn this off because the camera sucks. Okay, how do I... What's up, man? I'm trying to change the camera, but it looks like it's using my shitty laptop camera instead of my nice one. Fudge.
So basically, you go to settings, and there'll be this one little camera top. You
Uh-huh.
click it, and you set this camera.
So if I'm streaming, can I use the camera as well? Or do I have to, like, take the camera off my stream?
You have to take the camera away from stream.
Damn it. Damn it. I think I'm going to need another camera or something. But hey, it was thanks for helping me out on that, bro. How do I get out of here?
Have a good one, man. Have a good one.
See you later. How do I get out of here? I have no idea how to back out. Does anybody know how to back out? How the fuck do I get out? There we go. All right. So we got a helpful friend there. You know what? Oh my god. No, that won't work. I was thinking, like, could I use my phone? But then it's like, but then you can't see it on the stream. Damn it. You know what? You know what? Let's do it like this, guys. Let's just turn the camera off the live stream, you know? So, yeah, this does not give me a lot of settings. I don't want Monkey Plus. I want settings. There it is. Safety, community, privacy, contact us, account and security. No, I don't want to delete my account. Is that really the only option I have? There we go. Omegle? That's funny. Okay. I'm unlimited free matches? I had no idea that you had to pay for that. Okay. So is it going to use... Nope, it still uses the shitty camera. Okay. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta disable the shitty camera. That's it. God, that looks so bad. Alright, guys. Oh. Streaming I see. Join I must. Yeah, we're just gonna play doing Omegle lol. God, that camera looks so bad. Okay. Device manager, there it is. Yeah. Cameras. HD user facing. Disabled device. Oh, what the hell? Sorry, my camera's not working.
Mine is not either.
Yeah, what the heck? I thought it's working. I guess not. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, it's because of my stream. Computers. Am I still here? How do I back out? I still don't know how to back out. Oh shit.
When I'm back on
Why is it not working? Sorry, I don't know why my camera's not working right now. It's because I have streaming software open. Okay, let's just close that. Okay, yeah, so the camera's still being used by the streaming software. Properties, deactivate. There we go. Okay, now let's go to Monkey. You know what, guys? I'll be the first to admit it. I should probably wear my Goofy shirt rather than looking like a pedophile. gonna stream. Have a good night.
Oh, I want to show you one last thing here.
What?
This is my latest one here. I just wanted to show you.
I'm streaming right now, so I just gotta click. Yep. Wow, that's a really nice outfit.
Bavarian, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a nice screenshot, man. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't want to tell you that I transferred the rice, by the way.
What?
I transferred the rice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a smaller bowl, and I got some other in the freezer, but help yourself.
Thank you. What? Yeah, okay. Alrighty, guys, let's check out to see if this is going to be fun or not. Oh, god damn it. The fucking cord always gets wrapped up around this stupid armrest. Okay. Alright. Hey, now it's finally working. Ant. What's up? What's up, homie? How you doing? What's up? I like the music.
Do you know this music or not?
Don't know the name of the artist, but sounds cool.
Oh, okay.
What's up, homie?
Hey, man.
Dude, I love that jawline, man. Have you been looks maxing?
Appreciate it. No, honestly. None of that.
Dude, I wonder if that actually works. Do I game?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What's funny is like well, I was actually looking to get into Helldivers. Like, I keep seeing the memes about it. I'm like, that looks really fun. But like, I play old school games. Like, I've been doing like StarCraft and playing all the modded campaigns. Like, anything to save money. What about you?
I'm more into competitive games, to be honest.
Oh, really, dude? I suck. Like, oh my gosh, dude. So, are you into like Overwatch?
No, I'm more Call of Duty on that side. Really.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Are you like a Warzone player, or do you do like
massive
oh my god, dude, I can't do Warzone. I'm so bad. Like, I'll just turn the corner and some guy will drop shot me and I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? I didn't even realize you were there.
It's fast paced, man. It's fast paced.
Dude, it is so fast paced, and I can't deal with that, man. I'm the guy who will get intoxicated before playing a video game, and so my skills are just already impaired at that point, and I'm just bad. Like my 14-year-old self, like that kid could play. Like I remember I was a good like sniper when I would play Halo 3, but man, oh, that makes me feel old now that I'm mentioning Halo 3.
No, that's cool, man. No, I appreciate it, man.
Definitely, man. So what you doing on today? Just like hanging around?
Honestly, yeah, I'm just maybe trying to find someone to play Warzone with, I guess.
Oh damn, dude. Yeah, like I would pair up with you, but I know I'd be terrible and I'd probably bring you down.
I don't mind, man.
Definitely, man. But good luck. And if it was good meeting you too. So like this is my first day using this, like, and I'm on the web version. So there's a button that says friend in front of you. Like, does that mean that I can message you afterwards?
I guess so. I mean, maybe Discord?
Yeah, I mean, I got Discord. So let's hang out, brother. But I'm gonna go talk to other people, and I hope you find someone who can play with, okay?
See you, man.
Dude, you look fantastic. Dude, how do I skip? By the way, how do I skip? I don't know how.
You see this button in the middle? There's like a skip button
Oh, so
between us. Yeah.
so like this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what's up? You been having a good Friday?
Yep.
That is fan-fucking-tastic. Just chilling. I was talking to a guy earlier about Warzone, and I suck at video games, so I could not pair up with him because he would kick my ass.
Yep.
Definitely. Ooh, nice vape. Nice vape. I don't have a vape, but got the old school shit right here.
Mine's in my fanny pack.
Nice little travel pack. Dude, I love travel packs though. Like keeping all the essentials in there. I'll keep like a extra cart, little battery, two two fucking vapes because of course just having one isn't enough.
Oh yeah, we definitely know your lungs are gone.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where it's like, you know what? I got microplastics in my blood and I'm probably going to die of cancer anyway. Like, might as well enjoy my life. Oh man, I am definitely a doomer. Oh god. But that's just the way life is.
Yeah.
But hey, you're in Canada. That means you're not living in the shithole that is America. That's nice.
Oh yeah, no. I went to Vegas and all you could smell is cigarettes, so I think that everyone's dying.
Oh yeah. Well,
I can't
what's
do
even
it.
funnier is I'm from Vegas, so I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a shitty place, but you know that's just the way it is. You know, like got to make the best of what you got, right? I have a friend in Poland, and she you can't smoke weed and all of that shit, and I'm like, wow, life must suck if you can't have weed. And she's like, yeah, we only got alcohol, and I'm like, oh, that's rough. I say as I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So what are you doing? Are you in college?
No, I did go to school though so I went obviously for normal school, high school, junior high, elementary, and then I did lash school and nail, and then I finished that, so now I have my own businesses.
Damn, that is nice. I'm a college dropout, and I now work in logistics. So it's very interesting to see like what people are doing. What's even funnier is like the company I work for, we run like warehouses, so we work with a lot of small businesses and ship their products and stuff. But wow, like I out of nowhere I realized like I'm 27. I've graduated from high school almost 10 years. Actually, no, I graduated at 17. So, yeah, oh, my age is starting to
It's a
show.
little different for me. I graduated when I was 16.
Oh shit. So you've been good in school, huh? Or is actually I don't know how Canada works. Do Canadians graduate at 16 normally?
No.
Oh, well that's pretty impressive. You actually like skipped a grade?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, like
I skipped grade 9.
9. Whoa, so you like entered high school with only 3 years? That must have been crazy because like high school was like the time that I was socializing. But man, to lose a whole year and then, oh my gosh, was your schooling affected by COVID?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that's I just realized we're in year 4 of COVID. So man, that is nuts. So like, what was online school like for you?
It was fine. Like because I was still playing like my sports even through COVID.
Oh,
So
nice.
I was hustling with my sports and then I was still doing school. So I like obviously my grades were like high,
So
And
are you in one of those like overachiever families? You know, you're doing all the sports. You probably learn another language. Got a whole bunch of instruments that you probably know as well.
yeah, so I played the euphonium and I speak 4 languages.
Oh my gosh, I did not think that I would actually get that. That is fantastic. Holy cow. Like, so this is what I tell everybody. You know, it's if there's ever a point in your life where you like do feel like, oh, I was just that like early gifted kid, like that's not true. Like, because I was one
So
of those.
no.
Yeah,
I've shown it in
exactly.
everyone's faces. I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me?
Exactly. Like keep it up. Like, and you said that so when you're saying that you're running businesses, like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about like like a freestanding business with a storefront, or is it e-commerce?
It's like, so the thing is, like, I'm kind of in between because I have like, I sell my own products,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Nice.
like, yeah. So I'm still working on it, but I'm selling it soon.
Oh, that's
And then,
fantastic. I mean,
yeah,
like
and
the fact that you're 20 and you're working on that is fantastic. Like I only recently jumped out of the rat race of not making a lot of money into a better paying job. Finally, like it's crazy that the majority of my life I was making under $20 an hour. And it's like an eye-opening difference. But like what are the products you're selling? Like is it health, wellness?
um,
Are you 3D printing?
voices. No, so since it's cosmetics, like I sell like people will like tell me what they want on like their nails,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll have like press-ons for them,
No
and then
way.
I have like lip glosses, so I give them that too, and then I have lashes, obviously for my lash business.
That
So
is
yeah.
so cool. That is absolutely fantastic. What's even funny is like my wife, she like it's so funny. She had a kid and she just like started entering into this hot mom era. Like she's buying all these new clothes, getting her nails done all the time. And so like
Yeah.
she loves that stuff. Like she'll get all these custom patterns done. Like she gets them done like once a month. And at first I was like, "Why?" But then as the pandemic went on and you can kind of tell by my appearance that I started enjoying the way I look a lot more often. Now I get it. Like I used to be one of those guys. It's like, why do your nails? Now I'm like, heck yeah. Like with my daughter, like they always do their nails, and like I'm the kind of guy that'll enter that, and I'm like, why didn't you do my nails? Like I'm missing out now. Like that is fantastic because people do like care about that stuff, and especially like since you're making custom orders, like that's fantastic. Like good on you, especially that you're only 20, that you're working on these,
Yeah.
skills and talents. Like that is
Yeah.
fantastic. Keep working on it because,
Yeah.
like I I made the choice to hyperfixate because I was born with ADHD. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Um my hyperfixation is like stories. So like I'm one of those dudes that has like a document with a million folders in there with notes and notes and notes about all the species and stuff I
Yeah.
put in my world. And it's like, if you wanted, like, if you allowed me to, I could probably talk for like 24 hours straight on all of the notes I've made for my world. And it's like, it's one of those moments where it's like, I love writing, but holy shit, did I choose a industry that is going downhill? Because man, being a writer sucks. But cosmetics, like, that's not something that AI can take over. That's not something that, you have to struggle with getting out competed on because again,
Yeah.
you're making custom orders, all that shit. Like it's crazy how it's the rise of physical media once more, like because everything digital can be done by an AI. So I'm fucked. Like I wouldn't say I'm fucked. Like I've used like Chat GPT to like actually help me write, and it's garbage. Like it's obvious you can tell what's written by a person and what's written by an AI sometimes, especially when it comes to writing stories. Especially like, are you a fan of like Game of Thrones or like Brandon Sanderson or any of those big, huge fantasy writers?
Usually, like half the guys like I've dated are usually into that, but I never like really like
Oh yeah,
said like, okay, I'm like down to watch. No, I've been like,
it's
you
a
can
lot.
watch that.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, what's even funnier is like, yeah, I got my wife interested in Game of Thrones, but as a reverse, she got me interested in like Love is Blind. I
Mhm.
love watching like trash TV. Like, it is so fun just watching like The Bachelor, Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, like all those like Netflix dating shows. We just love, we put the baby down for bed, we chill on the couch, we throw on a show like that, and we fall asleep. Like it's just one of those things that we enjoy doing. But back to the fantasy shit, like it's really hard to make a convincing huge ass world with all of those, multiple floating plot lines and hundreds of characters because like AI can't like for whatever reason AI has memory issues. But, you know, what we saw today and what we saw 2 years ago with AI. What's up? What's up, homie?
What up, bro?
Dude, I love that jawline of yours. Are you looks maxing?
No, bro. I'm just high as fuck.
Dude, I'm high as fuck. I just took an edible and I'm drinking as well. Like, I totally get you.
Are you streaming?
I actually am. I mean, like, believe me, dude, I'm small time. I only got like 6 followers on Twitch. Like, and they're all my buddies in real life. Like,
What's your stream?
It's called Everyman 1983. So yeah, like I don't know how Twitch works. Like, I think you just put the
Everyman 19?
Yeah, 1983, and it should look like a
Is that when you were like born?
No, like, so I'm a nerd, so like I like sci-fi shit, and so the year 1984 is the name of a book. But then apparently there's also a lot of shit online that references the year 1983. And so since since the name Everyman was taken, I just chose a number in front of it, and I felt like 1983 was a cool number. But yet, no, I'm actually not that old. I'm only 27.
Cool, man.
What's up, homie?
Brother.
Dude, what is with all these guys with like,
Brother.
massive ass necklines, dude? Like, you got a good jawline, man. I love you, bro. Bye bye. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. How's your day been, man?
Pretty good. Just met the love of my life, and then she skipped me.
Dude, I feel that. Like, I'll get in a really good
kidding, I skipped her.
conversation, and then they'll just skip me, and I'm like, ah, damn, dude, was I boring you? I'm sorry. Did my ADHD show?
Here's the deal.
Mhm.
ADHD women love ADHD for real.
Mhm.
All you have to do, you work on yourself, and then they come to you. Don't go for them. My best friend told me that one time, and it's the best advice I ever received. And then I met this girl, and now I'm leaving, and she doesn't want to do it.
What's up, homie? How you doing? What's up, homie? Yo! What's up?
You look fucking class. You look like Elton John.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
It's okay. Are you streaming?
I am. I mean, I'm a small time streamer. I only got like 6 followers, and they're all my friends.
Oh, nice. It's okay. I've only got 3 followers, and they're my legs.
There you go, dude. Like you know how it is, the small time struggles, right?
Yeah. I get told that quite often. That's why I just stay from women now.
Yeah, dude. I love your accent. Dude, are you actually in the UK?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god. You could probably tell that I'm American, huh?
Yeah. What do you stream on?
I'm on Twitch and YouTube. My username is like, it's called Everyman1983. Let me like type it in here. Like, that's what I try to use. Like, I wanted to keep it consistent. But yeah, that's just how it works. Bye. Oh, damn. That's a booty. That's a yacht. Please tell me you're a dude.
I appreciate it, bro.
Dude, I wanted this. I knew it. I knew you were there. Joke's on you. I'm bisexual, motherfucker.
I love this guy.
Hey, I'll still fuck you either way. Dude, this is what I've been waiting for. Ooh, baby. Hello. What's up, homie? Ooh, how you doing?
What?
Dude. How you
this
doing?
dude looks cool as hell. He look like a Viking.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Dude, I love the jawline, bro.
I like it. Keep it up, man.
Not your legs spreading the shit, man.
Spread the shit. Spread that shit.
Man.
Yeah.
Spread that shit.
Spread that shit all over my face. Oh. Oh yeah.
Stop being gay.
I can be gay if I want to, nigga.
No, you can't.
Why not, nigga?
Cause you. I'm about to say you fucking cracker.
Look, I got the long hair. I got a nice ass. I could pretend to be a girl. How about this? Notice me, senpai. Oh, nani? I'll be your Sakura. What's up, brother?
I like that high.
I'm high as fuck. I'm on everything right now.
Pizza thing in the background. Said it all.
Dude, yeah, that's my pizza sign. I bought that on Amazon. Best purchase I ever made in my fucking life. Hell yeah.
You're getting a thumbs up.
What's up? Oh yeah, dude. Thank you. How do I do that? Do I just give you a thumbs up? There we go. I'm just learning this. This is my first day, bitch. Thank you. So I don't get to see you. You got to see my pretty face. You got to see my ugly mug.
No, I actually have stage 4 diabetes, so half my face is burnt off. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I can't have the camera on, or else, like.
What? Come on, bro. You think I care? Like, dude, I've seen some weird ass porn. Like, I don't care what your face looks like. Dude, I'm so unhinged right now. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm harassing you.
For all Dan knows, we're 4 years old.
Dude, I mean, you're 18, bro. You are like a 4-year-old to me. Like, everybody I talk to is like, you old. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I did get old. What the fuck happened to me, dude? I was born before 2000. Ooh, that probably made you feel old, huh? Huh?
What year is it then?
What year? What year? You don't want to know, man. I'm old. I'm kidding. No, I'm only 27.
Yeah, how many years old does it say we are in the top left?
It says 18. I like that.
Okay.
Like, again, that's the age that you put in the system. I just signed up today, so I think I used my real age. No, I didn't. I used the year, but not my real age. I ain't gonna.
Said we were born in 1905, so I'm surprised it says 18.
Maybe it meant to say 118. I don't know. Dude, I didn't know you could set your age that far back. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna make a new account, put my age as 99, and see who I match with. Like, dude, think about it. I can match with like 88-year-old billionaire widow women, marry them, and then get all their money when they die.
Dude, I like the way you're thinking.
See, that's how you win. That's how you win in this world. All right, we got microplastics in our blood. The world is fucked. We're all gonna die. You need to go scam a billionaire woman to get your bag. All right, like the world is fucked. Get the bag. Get the bag.
Talk about our morning dead husband.
Get that dead husband. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get that money. Get that boomer money. All right, you gotta seduce the boomer coochie so that you could get the boomer money. Oh my god, dude. I do my best work when I'm drunk. I swear, I'm not even funny when I'm sober.
He's going back and forth.
Oh, Jesus. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Oh my god.
We're gonna go try to see some titties.
Dude, tell me if you see some titties. I swear, I've been trying. See you later. Whoa! There's actual women on here? Bye! Yo, that's a nice fan. I like that frame rate. What's up, nigga?
You should not be saying that.
I know I shouldn't. Whoa! There's actual people here. Oh my god, get out of here. You shouldn't be here, by the way. What the hell? You guys look like you're 12.
What the hell?
Why would we be 12? What are you talking about? We're actually we're
16.
6. Yeah.
You guys should not be here if you're 16.
You should not be here with your ugly ass mustache, dumbass bitch.
What are you doing? Twitch streaming?
I am! You're minors! Get out of here! I can't talk to minors! I'm old!
Why are you talking to us, dumbass?
Get out of here! You skip me! Go and skip me! I can't skip you! That'd be... Alright, get out of here!
Fucking hippie.
No, like, look at you. You look like my hippie neighbor. That broke out.
That's good! Does your hippie neighbor grow his own weed? I grow my own weed. Yeah! Yeah, look at this. I made my own alcohol. I make my own mead. What? What?
Whoa. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Oh yeah, look at this. I make my own mead, bitch. I make my own alcohol. That's how much of a loser I am. That's how much of a hippie I am.
On like Twitch right now?
Yeah, I'm on Twitch to my six subscribers. Look at that. And none of them are watching this stream.
Kind of sad.
It is very sad. Life is very sad for 99% of people, by the way.
It's not bad for us though.
This is real life. I am not Asmongold. I am the random fucker in the United States who has 5 subscribers that nobody knows about. That's the way the world works, all right? You know,
you're famous though, like your like whole setup and everything with all the lights.
Then how do you...
It's all about the illusion, all right? That was all bought on Amazon.
I know, but like, how do you make money?
Exactly.
I don't make money. What, you think I make money doing this?
How do you eat food?
I have a job. You think I do this for money? Like, when you got 6 subscribers, you can't make money that way. You got to get your own job. I'm doing this for fun.
Go and get your subscribers.
I am trying to get my subscribers. All right, I got content. You gave me content. Thank you for giving me content. Now I will make that into a video, put that on Instagram, and I will get 20 views because that's the way the world works.
Why are you laughing? That's so sad.
You can't post minors on Instagram.
I know I can't. That's why I told you to leave because I can't use you.
Why did you make us leave? No, wait. Can you tag me?
I mean, what do I tag you on? What socials are you on?
On Instagram. You just said to tag us on Instagram. Okay, well, we're gonna find it because
Fine.
I'm on Instagram Reels all day, every day. It's
Oh
all
yeah?
I do.
Well, guess what?
Every
I
single-
posted 5 Instagram reels and you will never find them. You will never find them. Like, that's the way the internet works. The algorithm hates me. I will never be popular, and that's the way the world works, okay? 99% of streamers fail, and I'm the failure, baby.
Then jump off a cliff and kill yourself.
I will. I'll do it right now. I'm kidding.
No, just you have to have a growth mindset.
I do have a growth mindset. The growth mindset is I got a job, and that's what makes me money. This is what I do for fun. I harass minors for fun. I'm having a blast. I don't do this to get famous. I'm happy having 5 subscribers. I work at a boring fucking warehouse. Like, no, I work at a company. I don't want to tell you where I live. I live in the United States. I'll tell you that. What?
Do you live in Vegas? Stop. Do you live in DC?
What? What the fuck? How did you? Who said Las Vegas?
Me.
Well, guess what? There's like 5 million people who live in Las Vegas, and you cannot find me. That's like saying I live in San Francisco. Okay.
Alexa,
everyone.
Alexa.
There's a billion people. Okay, granted, there's not that many guys with long hair in Vegas. You guys are so wholesome.
Are you Secudo?
Secudo? What the fuck?
Okay, wait. Can we tell them our plan? Can we tell them our plan? What we
Plan? What are you gonna run? Are you gonna like take over the world?
plan of scamming.
Okay.
Dude, are you gonna scam people? Sell your feet pics, but don't even make it yourself. Make an AI. Get an AI to make your feet pics for you. There are so many lonely people in the world right now. Like I tell people this. I wish I was born a girl. You do not realize that in a second, I would not even hesitate. I would quit if I was a hot chick. I would quit everything, and I would.
This isn't. No, these aren't even our tits. Like,
Well, that's what every chick does. Okay, every chick stuffs. Every chick does it. Like it's totally okay to like. Well, first of all, I'm married, right? My wife. I think she is the hottest thing in the world. She's a B cup. Okay, but I still bury my face in that. Like I still love her body. She's fantastic. Like do not feel bad for the way your body is. Like love yourself. Oh my god, I'm being so like positive right now. It's so weird. But love your body. Do not worry about having big titties, okay? Like believe me, I have seen so many porn stars get breast reduction surgery that I've learned that all titties are the best. Every titty size is amazing. Every body type is amazing. This is a 27-year-old old fart who has had a little bit too much action with women. And I will tell you, I have banged every type of body, and they're all amazing. Like, love yourself, okay? If that's the one takeaway you can take from this whole conversation is love yourself.
You've banged a 1-year-old?
No. I've banged every body type. Okay, every body type of an adult. I will say that. Every body type of an adult. I will say that. I'm glad that I am the one, adult who has not been canceled and who has not become a pedophile. Like I don't like underage bodies. I'm just not a fan, like and I don't even want to say more power to you. That sounds weird. But like
like about our whole plan, like how we've made like so much money scamming.
Yeah, dude. Wait, only $300? That's not a lot. That's not a lot.
No, like so much. Okay, wait, like thousands of dollars.
Tell me, what do you do?
Basically, so wait, let me tell you. So on Reddit, there's this subreddit called "Am I Ugly Teens?" And
yes.
On it,
well, not am I ugly teens? Am I ugly?
Because of me, they were like, you can't promote anymore, but like I don't care. But you just post and you're like, guys, am I ugly? And then all the pedophiles will be like, no, you're not ugly.
I'll give you money.
And I'll be like, and then I'm like, give me $100 and I'll send you my tits and I'll give you anything you want. And then they're like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, sorry, it didn't work. You need to send it to this email.
Oh my god! You're scamming pedophiles?
Work out because the money isn't sending, so I just think I'll have to see with some other person, or you can try sending the money to this other email. And then I just do it over and over again until they just
no way. So you got the same individual to give you money multiple times.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But like this is the issue, right? Like I'm the kind of person who says like, yo, like if you break into a pedophile's home and like break his legs, like you should not be prosecuted. Like I'm that kind of person. So it's like if you're going to scam anybody, scam the billionaires, scam politicians, and scam pedophiles. Those are the 3 people that you can go and scam and nobody's going to judge you for.
No. And one time this guy was like, can you pose as my daughter, like masturbating? Or like I've had like the weirdest people, or like I wish I was your daddy so I could rape you for sleeping.
Oh my god. I mean, like, well, first of all, like, dude, when I was your age, I had a stalker. Like, I grew up with a person who traumatized me. So I really hope that you guys are being safe. Like that's what I'm saying is like as long as you guys are being safe, do not give any identifying information. Like I'm telling you, like these people are scary. Like if you ever watch the movie Taken, like watch it many times because like I tell people this. I have a daughter and I am so scared because like being a girl in this world. Oh, she's only like 2 years old, and she's so cute. Like, see, so here, and this is I'm weird, but like I'll show you. She is like the cutest thing in the universe. Like just look at how like here's the deal, right? Like I know how horrible people are, right? So I know that my daughter's cute, and as a result, I am now like automatically hating every single person that is an adult that calls my daughter cute. I'm like, are you a pedophile? I'm not letting you around my daughter. I get afraid. I get so scared because I have a daughter, man. Not only do I have a daughter, I have a cute daughter. That is scary. That is absolutely
I have a
scary.
cute daughter too.
Oh God, please don't tell me you have a kid. Oh God.
You
You
want to
do?
see her?
I sure hope it's a cat. Please tell me it's a cat. Yay! Oh God.
Also, we're not 16. I'm 14 and she's like 12. So.
Holy shit. You guys gotta be careful. Dude, I'm 27 years old and I'm telling you, the internet is a scary place. Like
We're very smart.
that's good. Thank God. Use a VPN. Do everything you can. Never give away identifying information.
Yeah, like you just told us you're in Las Vegas.
Well, first of all, that's okay because Las Vegas is huge. It's basically saying I live in Hong Kong. It's like that doesn't matter. You can't find me. Like Las
Like
Vegas.
in America.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like America has 300 million people, and then Las Vegas, it has a population of 5 million. Like Las Vegas is huge, and then Las Vegas is separated by like 5 different towns. Like there's Las Vegas, Sunrise Manor, Summerlin, Henderson. Like you'll never find me. Like Vegas is so huge that you'll never find me. So it doesn't matter that I tell you that I'm from Vegas or that I live in Vegas. Like you'll never find me. And like even if you find me, it doesn't matter because I'm an ugly dude. Like that's what I keep telling people is life is easy for me. I live on easy mode because I'm a not attractive dude. If I was attractive, that'd be scary because, maybe somebody would go after me. What's up?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah! I fucking love it. Is that a cat? Oh, I thought you were a cat for a second. Dude, I am fucked up. I'm sorry.
My cat talks. My cat calls.
Dude, I was about to say, dude, that is the best cat. Like that's like the Instagram cat, like the mashallah, whatever, the fucking Muslim cat, whatever. There you go. Fucking Muslim cat. Bananas are technically batteries. Ugh. Ooh. This is weird. What's up, homie? Dude, what's behind you? I want to know. What's up? Oh, I like that hair.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. I like that. I like your attitude.
Appreciate you, bro.
Definitely. I appreciate you too. I'm glad that we're all chill here.
Hey, you play Fortnite?
I actually do. I suck at it though.
You'll get better one day.
I will eventually, but I'm not about being good. I'm about having fun.
Yeah, what up? I think so. Shit.
Dude, I hope you guys have a great weekend, man.
Yeah, you too, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah. See you later. Portugal! What's up, homies? What? You guys are way too young to be on here. Whoa! Is that real money? Is that Monopoly money?
No, watch this.
Dude, you have more money than me. You have more money than me. How does that feel? You could buy me. I could be your slave. I'll work for you.
Watch this. I bet you I can solve this.
Really? That looks really hard. I don't think I can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Ready? He's a retard. He don't know.
Wait, I thought you guys can't say that word anymore. You guys are way too young. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god! John B found his dad on the boat!
What? A boat? I'm in a... I didn't know I was in a boat.
John B, when his dad went missing and they found him in the bottom of the...
How did you know that my daddy died? What's up, homie? Yo, LED lights! Yeah! What's up, homies? Hell yeah, dude. I don't know how to make mine change colors, but that's still badass.
I like your pizza light.
Thank you. That is the best purchase I ever made. Yes, buy it off of Amazon. It's like $20. It's super cheap. Thank you. I bought it also off of Amazon. And I bought these off of Amazon. I bought this off of Amazon. I got everything off of Amazon. I'm a robot. You buy me off of Amazon. Wait, did you? How did you know I had a bong? What the fuck? Like, is it that obvious that I'm a pothead? Bye. What's up, homie? Dude, can you play music?
You look like you play. You play music.
I am actually not musically talented. I only played the flute in middle school, but I would love to hear what you could play.
Like you could just
Dude,
that guitar so good.
dude, that's the vibe I give off, but I would love to hear what you could play. And I can't even sing either.
So I throw up my hands and praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah, and I know it's
You good, brother.
but I've nothing else fit for a king except for a heart singing hallelujah, hallelujah.
Dude, that is great, man. Keep practicing. I love that. Like, oh my god, dude. Like as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate like all the talent in the because dude, I'm 27. I'm now realizing that I'm not the newer generation anymore, dude. Like I'm I'm moving aside for the and like and again, I'm assuming that you're 20 years old. Like, dude, keep practicing. Like, that is fantastic. Work on your talents. Like, because I want to be a writer someday, right? So I'm working on that, and it is such a painful process. But like, keep working. Like, you have a great voice, by the way. Like, dude, keep working on that voice, and especially that you can combine that with the piano. Like, so if you don't mind, I'm one of those guys. I love indie artists. So like, I love finding like the small time music makers. So like my brother's been introducing me to all these alternative artists that I never would have seen before, like Boy Pablo and like Two Door Cinema Club. I mean, Two Door Cinema Club got really popular recently. But here's what I'm saying is like you got that voice that just sounds like it could be something that would show up in my Spotify feed, man. Like keep working on that. Like dude, I'm gonna friend you just because you're awesome. But like all musical talent needs to be appreciated, man. Like, cause you know how it is. Like, you probably know how rough it is to get recognized. Like, dude, I'm a guy who streams on Twitch, and I get like 2 viewers a stream if I'm lucky. I know what it's like. But you got talent, man. You got so much fucking talent, man. And hell yeah, dude. I wish you the best. And I just want you to feel good, man. Like, the world needs more positivity. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Dude, I swear. Like, I hope you the best, man. And I hope you have a good night. And I'm gonna skip you, but not because you're not cool, but because I want to see other people. But I would love to see more of you. And that's why I friended you. All right? So
Thank you.
definitely. You have a good weekend, bro.
You too.
Dude. Oh, I love this. I've been having fun. What's up, homie? Dude, I love looking at the fan.
Bro, you look like a fucking squirrel.
I do. Dude, I got ADHD too, so you got me right on the money, bitch.
Shoot your ass. Come here, squirrel.
Bro, dude, is that a real 9mm? What?
It's fucking 10mm.
Ah, bro, dude, I'm a pussy. I won't lie. Like if you pulled an actual 10mm in front of me, I would piss my pants. What's up, homie? Dude, I'm glad we're.
I like your cup. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I love your cut, dude. I wish I had hair like that. Oh.
What? If I had hair like that, do you know how many girls would go, I hate you?
What? Dude, I kid you not. I keep this in a ponytail all the time because of how annoying it gets. Like like I won't
Yeah.
lie, like the more I talk to other people with different kinds of hair, the more I realize it's like the grass is greener, right? Like we all love what other people got. Like I love this hair, but man, dude, if I'm doing anything other than sitting in this chair, the hair gets in front of my face. It gets everywhere. But like,
Yeah.
but dude, that afro makes you look so good. Dude, you are a handsome fella
Nah,
too.
see, I had to put this on because if this wasn't
Ah.
on, I would be dealing with the same thing. It'd be all up in my face and everything.
But dude, like, did you grow up with like those cartoons like Ed, Edd and Eddie and shit? Like I won't lie, dude. Like that's kind of hot. Like having the hair that goes in your eyes and shit is good.
Yeah, it's good for like the sun and the rain. Cause then I won't be feeling the
Mhm.
rain, or like I can use my hair as a shade. But
Yeah.
when it get hot, I'm not gonna lie, my hair be like, "Come on, bro, I need some water."
Dude, it's so true. I'm in Las Vegas, right? Like it is hot in the summer, and man, does this long hair get so fucking annoying. Like
Yeah.
I invested in these scrunchies, man. Like I used to think that scrunchies were like, just hype. It's not, dude. Like these are game changers, man, compared to like
Oh yeah, I got me one.
oh
Cause
yeah.
those the only ones I can really use now. Every other thing be breaking. And I
They
just be like,
they
man, it's too
break,
much.
but they also pull my hair out, dude. Like I got a hair
Oh
loss
yeah.
issue. So like I'll like every time I take my band off, if it's not a scrunchie, it's covered in hair and it hurts. And so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, maybe I'm a pussy, but who cares? Like I want my scalp not to hurt, Is that so big of a deal?
True.
Oh god, dude. So like
They just they
Mhm. Go for it.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, what do you do, man? You look like you have to do like some kind
Uh,
of cool thing, like music or something creativity, you know?
well, actually, I do. I do a little bit of everything.
Mm,
I do a little bit of wrestling still. I travel. I do some
nice.
music, whether it's guitar or piano.
Hell yeah,
Uh, I do a little bit of YouTube. I just have to work on my new system so I can start recording again. Uh,
dude. Mhm.
I do security for the football stadium, so I get to go watch free games, free matches, some concerts.
Dude,
I do a
that's
little bit of
awesome.
everything. I gotta keep my life busy and stuff, so I don't have to overthink or stress.
Yeah, dude, that's same with me. Is I like it's crazy how I don't just do one thing, Like like same with you.
Mm.
I do YouTube. YouTube's been giving me some kind of shit, so I've been switching to Twitch. And I've been
Ah,
like what's the funny bit is that when I decided to start, streaming and shit, I got a job, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And like this is the first job that's actually been like decent, and it's like it feels weird. Like it feels weird to go to a job that's not a piece of shit job, Like like cuz I work shit jobs
cause
my
I
whole
just
life.
got a new job,
Mhm.
and this is one of the better jobs I ever had, besides the Mercedes one.
Ooh, nice,
Cause
dude.
I work at a
Mercedes.
middle school. Yeah. Now since I work at the middle school, the kids kind of keep me feeling young and
Oh, dude.
energized, and I just be like,
Kids are the
why
best.
does I enjoy this job? I
Dude,
used to hate school, but now I'm just like, I
dude,
can't
the
wait to come here and see
the
these kids.
kids are our future, bro. Like it's one of those things that like makes me so happy. Like so here's the deal, right? I was not a big
Mm,
fan of having kids. And then,
yeah.
pandemic happened and you probably know that there's a lot of pandemic babies. So yeah, I spent a lot of time indoors with my girl. We got a kid. And I love that kid, man. Like this kid has changed my opinion on so many things, and it's one of those deals, man. Like if I like if school didn't suck, I'd go back in an instant. Like I'd be a teacher. Like I've always wanted to teach the
Yes.
kids. Like I'm one of those deals. Like I'm one of those dudes that like 100% believes in like a cause, and my cause that I have chosen is education. Like I believe that the smarter we get, the less hateful we become. And Like
That is so true. That's the funny part.
it really
We
is.
only upset when we don't have money and can't do nothing.
You are
But once we
absolutely right.
start being successful, we're smiling.
It's so wonderful, bro. Like I 100% believe in that. Like it's so crazy that once I started, making enough money to not struggle, and suddenly everything in life is good. Like I don't hate my job. I don't hate the government. Like I've now got enough to live, and suddenly I'm happy. Like, isn't that so weird? How like all it takes is just to have enough money, and now I'm not like I wouldn't say that I was a shitty person. I would say that like I let stress, bother me too much, if that makes sense. Like see, here's the
Hmm.
thing that like same thing with you, like how you're preparing your blunt. I got this, like the one.
Oh, I didn't even know we
Yeah,
had that.
hell yeah,
Huh.
dude. Like
I mean, if we
like I look at that. I got the whole bowl ready too. Like I took an edible.
I don't got
I
mine's ready.
I took a
I gotta
smoke.
load mine's up.
Yeah, dude, I'm that kind of guy. Like I love loading it up before I want to smoke, just to do a favorite of my future self. Does that make sense? Like I love having it
Yeah,
already
yeah.
loaded. So if I want to smoke, I already have it loaded, so I don't have to clean it out.
I
Oh my.
love that. I love doing that.
Oh, dude, like I got so many like crazy tin hat theories in my head. Like I honestly believe, like and I hate politics, right? But I honestly believe that if Putin, that the Russian dictator guy, if he just smoked weed, he'd be a chill ass dude. Like, do you really think that dude would give that much shit about conquering the world if he could just smoke weed and have a good time?
He actually that would be accurate. No, not the Russian guy. I'm thinking about North Korean guy
Any guy,
because everybody knows
the peace pipe, bro.
the North Korean guy. Hmm?
The peace pipe. Like I started thinking about why they call it the peace pipe. Think about it. If everyone's
No,
high, nobody
that
wants
is
to
a
fight.
smart one. The peace pipe. But the only reason why I think that, because you know how strict North Korean is, right?
Yeah.
But the only person who can get in North Korea and actually relax is Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
You know him.
that
Like
fucking
full.
NBA
So
guy,
think about if Dennis Rodman gave him some weed and was like, "Try this." I bet he
dude.
would open the gates like, you know what? We need some more people in here. Like,
Dude,
just think about it.
dude, as a guy who has studied history and has studied like all of that shit, I say beyond a shadow of a doubt that it truly is that simple. That if you just started getting people
Yeah.
smoking weed, they wouldn't care. Like it's so crazy that like when you look at history, when you look at people like Napoleon and all those other people who have made big shakes like Hitler and Putin and Mao Zedong and all these big name guys, like almost every single one of their missions was motivated by their flaws, and like in one way or another, I feel like all of their flaws would have been resolved if they just smoked weed. like, like, like,
Well,
like,
the
just
only
think about it,
person.
bro. Like, think about it. Like, if Hitler smoked weed, do you think he would have hated the Jews that much? Like, he probably would have had,
But
like, he would have been stoned too much to even care.
But the only thing about that, I don't think Hitler would have been good, because
Hmm.
Hitler and the Germans actually was, taking drugs. They was doing what, cocaine to stay
Yeah,
awake. So I don't think weed would have did it, because cocaine is stronger than weed. So he
yeah.
probably smoked weed and was like, "Give me that shit."
Dude,
Like
that's
I
so
feel like he
funny.
would have
Like,
did that.
so I'm ADHD. So here's the funny bit, right? Like, I actually used to be Mormon. So, like, growing up Mormon, they used to tell us all this bad shit about drugs. And when I left the church, I was like, okay, like, I understand that certain drugs are bad, like meth and heroin, like, those are the big ones, and cocaine,
Yeah.
right? But when I left the Mormon church, I'm like, but what's wrong with weed? So, like, I'm one of those guys where, like, I'm 100% in support of weed. Like, I feel like weed is the equalizer. Like yeah, cocaine that hypes you up.
Yeah.
That gets you more antsy. That gets you more anxiety. Like cocaine can fuck you up. And granted, so can weed. Like I know a lot of people who don't do weed because weed makes them anxious. Um, So that's not true. Like I do understand that, like, not everything was 100% true. Like weed won't fix everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But I still feel like there are certain people who suddenly will like, and here's the funny bit, right? This might not look like it, but I used to be a dick. Like I used to be one of those assholes. Like when you think of like a white Republican from like Utah, I was that guy. Like clean shaven, like judges everybody, kind of like looks at you wrong if you're a different color than white. Like I won't lie, like I was a shitty person. And then like weed just changed my life. Like leaving the church changed my life. Like being able to recognize that, you know, people thought differently than me changed my life. To realize that there wasn't just one way of doing things. There wasn't just one way of the truth. And that's what I think weed does. Is like I don't know about you, but like I've smoked weed with all kinds of different people. And it is crazy. Like when you smoke weed with different kinds of people, you're just like, yo, it is kind of crazy how like when we take politics away and isms away, like I am a Jew or I'm a Mormon or I'm an American, like when you take those identities away, we're all just dudes who like to smoke weed. And like that's why I feel like it's called the peace pipe. Is like when you smoke weed, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. Your history doesn't matter. The ideology doesn't matter. Your religion doesn't matter because you're all just smoking weed and having a good time.
You know, I actually would have a nice theory about 420. If
Mhm.
they start doing like different buildings, or they start having smoking events where a bunch of people could just come smoke together and talk for 420, I
Mhm.
swear they'll be one of the safest days in the world. Ain't
Oh
nobody
yeah.
shooting because everybody like this. Yeah, man. So, man, I've been stressed. This, that, and third. We could just relieve things. We could
Hell
talk
yeah.
about the topics, and all
Mhm.
you see is just
Why like see that's the deal is why is it that we resort to violence so often? Like it's so funny. Like it doesn't even like weed doesn't even have to be a factor in it. Like I don't know about you, but I grew up my entire life and I never got in a fight. Like a legit fight. And it's one of those things where I realize that like
nah. I've been in a couple. I can't even lie.
but there you go. It's just a couple. Like when you think about it, we're living in a world where like that just doesn't happen. Like we're living in a more happy world. Like it's one of those deals that I love to tell people is like we're not living in a worse world. What's up? Ooh, I like the hair.
Thanks.
You're welcome. If you don't mind, I'm gonna smoke a bit.
Uh-huh. Done that many times.
All right. So how's your Friday?
Good.
Same. Like I was gonna play video games, and I was like, you know what? I had a lot of fun talking to people on Omegle. Let's see what it's like. And I realized Omegle was dead, and I was like, all right, let me go find the new one.
Yeah.
And same, yeah. And so it's like, God, my faith in humanity is restored. Like I haven't found a single shitty person. Like, have you?
On
Have you?
Omegle?
Or just on this on Monkey? Like, and
I
and
just shitty person.
nah. Well, I
Somebody
I, I
jerking
I don't
off,
want to. I
bro.
don't want to be mean, but it's probably because you're a girl. Like that's what I feel bad about. Is like the guys who go on here trying to harass girls and shit. It's like,
No,
bro,
there was like some Indian man jerking off.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
shit.
Dude, I met so many Indian people, and like, yeah, like I joke around with people. I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of glad I was born a dude, cause like the Indians don't do that shit to me. You know, like and dude, I have a daughter as well. So like I tell people it's like, dude, I feel so bad for my daughter because she's cute. Like she's only 2, but like I can tell she's gonna be, gorgeous when she grows up. I feel bad because it's like, dude, people are gonna harass her and shit. Like I never got that. Like I could walk home at like midnight and never even worry about people harassing me because I was a dude. And not only was I a dude, I was kind of mid, So like I knew that nobody was gonna go after me, like. So I feel that must be rough. Like, see, for me, like if I see a dude jacking off, I laugh at it, like, Cause
I was
man,
laughing too.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh,
'Cause,
like
like,
you can't take this shit seriously, man.
oh, I
Like,
wasn't. I was like laughing, and he was like, "What's so funny? What's so funny?" And I just
oh,
told him,
that's funny that he was like offended. It's like, bro, you were jacking off in front of a computer. Like, what do you expect? Like, do you expect people to
it
be
shows
excited?
how lonely people are.
Yeah. See, like that's the whole deal. Is like I'll admit, like like I enjoy the interactions I get with people online, but yeah, I don't need to throw my dick in front of the camera. Like in all honesty, I don't want to. Like I wanna, I love seeing this shit in people's brains. Like I don't know if you spend a lot of time on social media, but I hate social media. I feel like
Oh,
social.
I hated it too. I deleted it because there's
Exactly.
too many people like bullying.
Exactly. All the bullying, but for me, I feel like social media doesn't actually tell us how people really think. And so I love shit like this because I get to talk to real people and get to know how they really think. And you know what? I found everybody is way more chill than we think. Like yeah, there are dickwads out there for sure, and that's why you skip, but holy shit, like for me at least, most of the people I talk to have been pretty nice. Like have been
Yeah.
chill. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like my faith in humanity is restored."
Yeah. People usually skip me because, well, I'm 16, but like I just come. Okay,
You good?
I don't come on here to like find guys or just be horny or whatever.
Don't
I
don't
just
don't
come.
ever look for people online to be horny with.
No,
Like
I know.
like I've like when I was your age, like I was one of those people who went on like Xbox Live to go find like Xbox girlfriends. I got a stalker who like harassed me for years. So like believe me, I understand. Like you don't want to get horny. You don't want to get horny
Oh no, I
online
wouldn't
because
do that. That's not what
because
I do.
exactly.
I come on here because sometimes I'm just like bored and I need to talk to people. Cause like it's just something to be social with, and like my home life isn't the best. I live in a very toxic household, so
Hey, yeah, I feel that.
it's easier for me to go online, just talk to people instead of just sitting in my room like depressed and sad about how toxic my life
Yeah,
is.
exactly. So I grew up in a very busy household. So my parents were Mormon, and so I had 7 kids or 7 siblings. So I always shared a room. I never had privacy. So I definitely feel that like sometimes being at home sucked. So I would rather go talk to other people, go or be around other people just to be away from all the shittiness. So I totally get that because yeah,
Yeah.
it does suck. Like there are times where I talk to other people, like there are times where I even tell people about like the way I make my own food. Like I'll tell them how like yeah, I make a shit ton of rice and make a tiny bit of chicken because that's the way I grew up because there was like never enough chicken to go around because there was 7 siblings, right? And so it's like I would tell people that and I'd realize like, "Oh, I didn't have a good childhood. I thought that was just normal." And so
I have an 11-year-old sister and a 6-month-old brother, so and my
those are
parents like
huge age gaps. Holy cow.
my mom had me at 15.
I feel that. My mom, so my mom was a little bit different. She had a new kid every 2 years. And then at like the last kid, they weren't going for kids anymore. And then bonus baby happened because my dad wasn't, being careful. So there's like a 6-year gap between the youngest brother and my youngest sister. And she's like the bonus baby, right? But man, like every time I go visit my family, it is a chaotic household because, my youngest sister, she's not even graduated from high school yet, just like you. And it's like, how the fuck? And like, are you able to live here? Like with all like this change and chaos happening. Like, because again, my niece and nephew, because again, family chaos. So my older sister can't really raise her kids, so her niece and nephew are being raised by my parents, and my parents are like in their 60s. So it's like every time I go visit my family house, it's like never fun. I'm like, wow, I wanted to have fun and play Xbox with my brothers. Instead, I had to babysit my sister's kids because my sister can't get off meth. So I definitely understand that it's rough.
My grandparents have taken me a lot from my mom because my mom is kind of abusive sometimes to us.
Oh
And
yeah, my mama hit me. Like
yeah,
I,
this is
yeah.
a lot. And like CPS has like came before, but like they don't have like enough evidence to be able to like
Yep.
take us and give my grandparents full custody. Then my mom kind of tries to argue with her mom to not let it, her take us. But it then we have to deal and stay here. The
Yep.
good thing is she did take me out of public school and put me in a private school. That's the only good decision she's made.
That's
Is so
good.
I don't have to deal with all the shit talking at public
Oh
school.
yeah. Like here's the funny bit, right? I graduated from high school in 2017 or no, 2014. That just shows how old I am. And I knew that bullying was a problem, and I knew that like schools didn't do much to solve bullying. And I'm glad that I went to a high school where I didn't get a bully. Like nobody bullied me. I was lucky. I'm just a naturally friendly person, so like nobody ever like harassed me. But like I'll say this, like you guys got it rough. Like when I was growing up, I knew the teachers were tired, that they weren't getting paid well. But things have only gotten worse. And like that's rough. Like all I can say is that like you're way stronger than me. Like when I talk about my childhood, I recognize that my family was a little bit poor and that my mom hit me a couple of times and stuff like that. But I'll tell people like I didn't have it as bad as others. Like things are getting rough. And what I want to tell people is I always tell people like I I just want you to do well. Like the world is really rough. And oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. Um, but I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of the new generation. Like, because when I grew up, it was still kind of like, bad to be gay. Like, I remember people were getting bullied for that, and I knew it wasn't okay. Even when I was Mormon, like I was a super Christian, right? But even when I was a super Christian, there was just something in my soul, something that told me that like this isn't right. Like hating on people isn't right. And I feel like the new generation is just better at that. Like granted, bullying is still a thing and people are still jerks. Like I look at the internet, I see what happens on Instagram and shit. Like bullying will never die. But I just want to say like you guys are so much more caring, so much more in touch with your emotions than we were when I was in school. And like that's what I want to tell people. It's like no matter what you feel, like just be nice. Like I feel like the world is just full of so much hatred, and it's like we don't need to add to that. Like we don't need to make things worse. Like like for me, like when I go on the internet, I can't imagine going on the internet to dog on people, to hate on people and shit like that. But people do it. It makes me sad. Like I just want to say good things to people because like this is the way I think, right? Because my daughter, she's gonna eventually go on the internet. She's gonna eventually talk to people. And I want her to be surrounded by good people who say good things to her. And I just want to say, like, things have just gotten better. Like, because things were really shitty back then. Like, the old Omegle, everybody had their dicks out. It was just, it was just shitty, and things have just gotten better. And you know what? Like, more power to you. Like, I think I've been talking too much, but like, I know your
No,
life,
it's fine.
and
It's better than like just like people just skipping me. Like that's why I came on here is to talk to people. Like
right.
you're the first person I've been able to like have a good conversation with. Besides people just saying, "Oh, you're so pretty."
Right. Well, like here's the deal, right? Like I'll tell people that parenthood changed me, right? Like I used to be a really selfish person. Like I didn't want to have a kid because I felt like I was like not capable of raising a child. Like I want to be a writer someday. And in the books that I've been writing, like I've been looking at it as I've gotten older and I'm like, "Oh, wow, I've been dumping a lot of trauma on this." Like so again, cuz my dad had 7 kids. I'm the middle child, right? Like I don't have a relationship with my dad. I don't even know him, really. He's just
Same.
he's busy all the time. I don't know him. Like I know that he does good for me. Like and I'll tell people this, right? Like my dad had 7 kids, right? My mom did not work and he provided for us. Do you know how insane that is? Like one dad providing for 7 kids? Like back in 2000, like that's insane. like like he did so much for me, and that's why I don't hold him accountable. Like that's why I don't get mad at my dad. But at the same time, it's like, yo, that kind of sucks that I don't know shit about him. Like that kind of sucks that like when he wants to get to know me, it feels weird, like it feels forced. I'm like, did your counselor tell you this? Did the church tell you to talk to me? Like, um, but yeah, like it's one of those deals that like I've kind of come to terms as I've grown up, and what I tell people is I don't hate my dad, but I want to be better than him. Like I want to have a relationship with my daughter. I want to, you know, make sure my daughter has a good life because I feel like a lot of my childhood, I wasn't supervised. Like I was doing shit on Xbox Live. Like before I talked to you, I a couple people back, I was talking to a couple of other girls who were also like 13 and 12 and shit like that, and I was like, holy shit, you guys should not be on here. But anyway, they were talking about how they've talked to people online, and when I was 14, I had a online like girlfriend who actually was a dude who was grooming me, and that fucked me up. Like I wish my parents were more involved in my childhood so that they could have warned me, so that they could have, you know, known that things were messed up and that things weren't okay, but I couldn't go to my parents because they were always busy, like, and that's the one deal is I didn't want to be a dad because I felt like I would never have the time for my daughter. And now that I am a dad, I've made that time, and I don't want to fuck up. Like you don't know how hard it is to like not want to fuck up, Like I don't want my daughter to be assaulted. I don't want my daughter to be fucked up. I don't want her to go through the shit that I went through, and those are things that I worry about a little bit too much because I feel like the at sometimes the world gets worse. Like there are times that I worry. There are times like especially like I don't want to get political, but like we're getting in the age where like there's a legitimate chance that depending on the state I live in, if my daughter gets raped and she's impregnated by some fucker, I can't get an abortion
Yeah,
because
that's so dumb. Like there should be a choice for that.
right,
Like
and that's the reason why I get so mad. Like I get mad at the older generation because they don't see things the way I see it. They
yeah, that's how my grandma explains it to me too, and it's really it's just hard. Like
yeah,
to try to like imagine about possible situations that we could have to go through and not have the resources that like we would need for them because they're like getting rid of them
yeah,
because I understand that like killing your kid or killing a new person like that's not really a person yet is like not right, and it makes me sad to think about that sometimes when like you know don't want to hate on teen moms, but like some teen moms that like are just like going around like fucking random people, then get pregnant, then realize, oh shit, like I fucked up because I, fucked a bunch of different guys, and now I'm getting an abortion, killing the kid that was my responsibility. But when you don't have like a say on like something like getting raped or something, then I feel like you should have a choice to not have that kid because you don't want to put that kid through,
oh yeah,
have to put something through that because unfortunately, like the system and all that, it's bad. And you wouldn't want to put them through like adoption or anything like that because
oh yeah.
it's
Like
it's
so,
really
yeah.
sad.
So here's the deal, right? I don't tell a lot of people this, but my kid was an accident. Like pandemic baby. It happens, right? Um, but I still love my daughter. Like when my partner decided to keep her baby, I supported that and shit like that. But I'll be honest, like we don't have a traditional family setting. Um, like do you know what polyamory is? Oh God, that's so weird to say.
Like, is that like when you have more than 3 people?
Yeah, multiple partners. So basically, my partner, my wife that I refer to her
Yeah,
as.
I know what that is. I'm not like good with like
Yeah.
the terms and
So
all
like
that.
so she's married. And so it's one of those deals where it's like I obviously have to deal with the fact that she's married. But at the same time I also have to deal with the fact that like, when the pregnancy happened, which I didn't expect, she decided to keep it and I was, like on board. So here's the deal, right? Like I remember that there was a legitimate point where I was telling people, I was like, "Hey, look, she's married, you know, she's pregnant. I could dip, like be a deadbeat dad." Um, and I think the majority of people actually recommended that I do that. That was the weird bit, right? Like that people actually recommended that's like, well, she's already married, like, and like here's the deal that sucks, right? Like when you think about parents staying together because of a baby being involved, like, and here's what I tell people, right? Like, when COVID hit, that was a stressful period for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
that was the first time I started going to therapy. Like, like,
I have a therapist too.
yeah.
So
And
it
so,
really it kind of made everyone like
Mhm.
kind of a little bit more socially awkward with people, I guess.
Yeah,
Because people aren't used to talking to people,
it's
or
so
even if
weird.
it's online, it's still a little bit like awkward.
It
But
is.
not now, but like it was. Like it
Yeah.
still kind of is, but like it depends on like who you're talking to.
Yeah, it really is, because that's exactly what I went through. Is I kind of had the realization, when COVID happened, that's like I probably need to go to a therapist. I probably need to go to talk to somebody about the childhood I had, because I was also raised in a very conservative religious household. Like, do you know what Mormons are?
Mormons.
It's a
I
religion.
probably know the definition. I'm just like I said, not good with like that.
Oh yeah, you're good. So
Like
like it's a religion. They're on the West Coast, mostly like in Utah. And basically I was raised Mormon, and so there was a lot of beliefs that were part of the religion that kind of mess with my head, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, I didn't realize that I was a perfectionist until I was religious. And basically, like, one of the things about Christianity is that it teaches you that you are um, unworthy, that you need Jesus to be saved and shit like that. And depending on how much you were raised in Christianity, like it can get deep in your brain. Like for me, like the Mormon Church is like when you think of Christianity, when you think of the Bible, the Mormon Church is just the Bible with a whole bunch of extra shit added on in it. And man, did it messed up a lot of the things in my brain. Like, and that's kind of the reason why I needed therapy is because I remember when I was like when I decided to leave the church, there were a lot of things that still stuck in me. Like I remember, and again, I don't want to get too explicit because I know you're underage, but I was a virgin up until I was like 23 years old. I like actually was a true believer. I did not sleep with girls because, that's what the church told me to. But when I lost my faith and when I started doing that stuff, there was stuff that was still in my head. Like I remember that like when I was able to bring a girl back to my house, I remember that my brain was like judging her, calling her a slut and a whore and all this shit because she would take her clothes off for me on the first date. And it's like, but didn't I, like ask her to do this? Like why am I judging her? Why am I hating her for this? But like that's the one thing that I realized is like how easily we all become hypocrites, Like and this is what I tell people all the time. I used to be a bad guy. Like I was not a good person. when I was younger. I feel like there were things I said to people that probably affected them a lot. Like there was this one girl I dated in high school who was an atheist, and like I remember that like here's the funny bit. Like have you ever dated a Christian guy who was like really really into wanting to touch like do like things that weren't appropriate and you're like, "Wait a minute, you're Christian. Aren't you like not supposed to want this?" And like but it's because it was forbidden. That's
Yeah,
what it made it
I'm
more
actually
interesting.
like, but like that's 'cause my parents like forced it on me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've dated a person like that before.
Yeah, like and I
Honestly, I don't judge you. If anything, people should judge me for losing my virginity at 14.
I don't judge you. This is what I tell people, right? Like, I lost my mental virginity at 14 as well. I didn't physically have sex with anyone until I was 23, but that didn't stop me from wanting it, from doing it online because I couldn't do it physically. Um, and this is what I tell people, right? Like, you should never feel ashamed. Um, I feel like a lot of the expectations I had made life harder for me. You know, like, because again, I grew up being told that these are very special, intimate things that you should only do between husband and wife.
Yes.
And so when I first lost my virginity, I was 23 years old in college. I was a Mormon, so that means I just no. I think I was 20. I was 22. Yeah, I was 22. So the way the Mormon life goes is you graduate from high school, you go on your mission for 2 years. So I graduated at 17, but I had some issues I was going through. So I didn't go on my mission until I was about 19. So when I was on my mission, that was 19 to 21, came home at about 22. So that's roughly around when I was going through my faith crisis. And then I was going to a Mormon college and I was starting to not believe. And because I was starting to not believe, I was okay with doing certain things. But here's the funny bit I tell people. I would have lost my virginity sooner if I just had the opportunity. like I joke with people all the time. Like I kid you not, I was just that awkward kid, man. Like you probably seen the jokes all the time about like people like texting girls and it's like show me tits or show me booba and stuff like that. Like you probably seen the jokes, right? The memes. But I grew up in the generation where smartphones first happened. So I remember being a horny 16-year-old asking chicks for boob pictures and asking girls to fuck. And I was awkward and none of them were interested. So like that's the funny thing I tell people is I didn't wait until I was 23. I didn't get the opportunity until I was 23. And so it's like it's one of those funny bits. It's like I actually tried. I tried to have sex before I was 19 and stuff. It's just every girl I went after just either kind of knew I was a creep and didn't want to fuck me or and that was the deal is like I didn't know how to be smooth. Like I didn't know what Riz was. I was very much the awkward little kid. And so I remember I was 23, came back from my mission, so I already had that like bonus points because again, in the Mormon culture, if you go on your mission and fulfill it, like do the whole 2 years, and you don't go home early, like that's bonus points to you because it's like, yeah, you're a man, you know. So I remember I was dating girls, but I was going through my own like issues. Like for instance, I'm a nerd, right? So I was looking into the history, and I'm like, wait a minute, my church has done a lot of racist shit. so so I'm just going to college and I'm like my church is kind of racist or at least it used to be racist. How can I feel about this? You know, like cuz I would ask people, I'm like, "Wait, we tell people that we are led by God, that God himself is leading our church. How could we be racist? You know, like it's one of those deals that I kept asking people, and every single one of them gave me like a bullshit response. They're like, "Oh, well, God works through imperfect people," and I'm like, No, that doesn't make sense. Why would God be racist? Why would God allow a church to be racist? And nobody gave me a good answer. And then, like, the current prophet died, and then a new prophet came in. And, like, so you were raised Catholic, so you know the big deal about getting a new pope, right? Like, how Pope Francis was a big deal. That's what it was for the Mormons, is when the old prophet died. His name was Thomas S. Monson. He was replaced by a guy named Russell M. Nelson. And have you ever watched The Simpsons? So do you know Mr. Burns?
Mr. Who? Sorry.
Mr. Burns, the guy who runs the power plant that Homer works at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the new prophet of the Mormon Church, he looked like Mr. Burns, and I'm like, guys, come on! Like that was the funny bit for me, is that I would tell people, like, guys, this guy looks like a villain. Like, I know we shouldn't judge people by their cover, but this guy looks like Mr. Burns. Come on! And here's the whole deal, right? Like, I don't know too much about Catholics, but I imagine that Pope Francis doesn't give too many speeches, right? Like, he only talks every once in a while, and he says usually something that's important. This guy, the Mormon prophet, was a little bit different. Is that he, just like every other Mormon leader, because we believed in having, like, apostles, like in the Old Testament. So, like, there was 12 apostles. So so this guy's had a reputation. This guy's been an apostle for a while. Like, he didn't just come out of nowhere, right? So he had, like, a history, and I didn't like his history. Like, I'm like, this guy has come out and said pretty shitty things, And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is our new prophet? What the fuck? I just, like, it's so funny, is I came home from my mission, and I was just like, you know what? I just don't feel it, bros. And here's the deal, right? Like, when you think about going on, like, a missionary journey, you think about going to, like, Africa or South America, right? Like, going and finding people in a third world country and teaching them about Jesus, right? But have you ever thought about trying to convert people who are in a first world country? Like, people who already know things? Like, and that probably sounded a little bit racist. But, like, the whole deal is, when I served my mission, I went to Portland, Oregon. And if you don't know, Portland, Oregon is a very leftist place. Like, it is the most blue you can be politically. So when I went to Portland, Oregon, I learned, and here's the deal. This is how it ages me, right? When I served my mission, it was during the years of 2016 and 2017. I was a missionary during the 2016 presidential election, and I got to witness firsthand the division in America. Like, because I would go into people's homes and people would talk about it. People would talk about Clinton and Trump and shit like that. And oh my God, like, it was crazy. Like, I remember, like, going into people's homes and they would talk, and every day was something different. Like, I would go into one home and the members were, like, anti-Trump. They're like, Trump is a horrible person, blah, 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 blah. And then I would go into another home the next day, with another member of the church, and they would say, like, that Trump is the most amazing person ever. And I'm just like, none of this makes sense. How does this make sense? Like, it just didn't. And, like, everything just confused me so much. Like, and here's the deal that I tell people, right? I was the one person that would actually listen when people said shit. So, like, when we would go into a person's house and they would be, like, a Christian, like a 3 Square or 4 Square or Bible Church or evangelical, whatever. It didn't matter what they were, Episcopal, whatever church they were. I legitimately listened to people. And so sometimes I would sit there and I would say something that the church told me to say. Like, the Book of Mormon is the most perfect church on earth, right? And then these people, they would sit there and they would look at me and they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never heard anyone disagree with me before. I don't know what to do here. Like, It was wild. Like it like blew my mind that people were actually challenging the things I said because I couldn't just say whatever I wanted. I had to say things that I knew were true. And so when I was telling people that the Book of Mormon was the most true book on earth, I had to actually know that. And that's wild because you don't have to do that in the real world. In the real world, for the most part, you could say whatever you want. Like because you know about social media, right? You could say bullshit. And as long as you say bullshit and say it in a way that's convincing, people will believe you. You don't need evidence. And I think that's the thing that started like turning me away. Is I realized that a lot of the stuff that we were doing was we were doing it that way. Is that we were saying things without evidence, but we were saying it in a convincing way. And here's the funny, like, you could probably tell, because a lot of people tell me I have a really good talking voice. Is a lot of people tell me that like I probably was a really good missionary, and I would tell them, yes, but I didn't baptize a lot of people because when people got to the point where they were having to make the commitment of baptism, I was honest with them. And when they would ask me things like, so is the church going to ask me to give 10% of my income for the rest of my life? I would just nod my head. And I'm like, yeah, like that's a commandment. I would not lie to them. And a lot of people just turned away at that point. Is they're like, I don't like this. And I just couldn't lie to people. Like, and I think that's the reason why I left the church. Is I tell people this all the time. Is I wasn't a very good Mormon. I could not lie. Um, when people ask me about my opinion, I would tell them the truth. Is they're like, so do you currently believe that the current prophet is a man called of God? I would tell people honestly, I'm like, I don't know. This guy looks like Mr. Burns. You know, like he looks evil and he says evil shit. Like I could not lie. And I think that's the thing that turned me off the most to politics is when I found out that a lot of people will just endorse a horrible person even though they don't believe in the guy. And I'm like, how could you do that? How could you say that you support a guy who does horrible shit? You know, like I can't do that. Like, and so that's why I left. Is it got to the point where the church was saying so many horrible things about gay people, and I had friends that were gay, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck the church. You know, like I would rather support my gay friends than to support the church. And I made that decision. I dropped out of college and I moved back home. And I'm happier now. And the craziest bit, my parents left the church as well. Yeah. Like, respect right there. Like, even though I don't have a huge knowledge base when it comes to my dad taught me a lot. And I remember when I talked to my dad about a lot of things, he was real. Like my dad was honest. Like I remember when I would tell my dad how like all the other guys in church were annoying, he just told me the truth. He's like, "Yeah, most Mormons are dicks." And I'm like, "What? Like, dad, why would you tell me that? Like why would you tell me that most people in the church are dickwads?" Like, but you know what? I respect my dad all the more because when push came to shove, when COVID happened, like my parents left the church because they're like, you know what? We don't believe this either. And like, it's so crazy to say that I respect my parents, but I do. Like, I respect their decision. They realized that the church wasn't doing shit for them, and they left. And it's like, fuck yeah, dude. Like that's what my parents taught me. Like my parents taught me to think independently. I remember when I would go home, I would ask my parents, "Who should I vote for?" And they wouldn't tell me to vote for like and this is how old I am. I remember in 2012, the election was between Obama and Mitt Romney. And I remember and like if you don't know, Mitt Romney was a Mormon. So I would go home and I would assume that my parents would just tell me to vote for Mitt Romney. But you know what my dad would tell me? My dad would tell me, he's like, "You know what? Both candidates have merit and you should investigate that." And I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? Just tell me who to vote for. You know, like is that so hard? But like I respect my parents for that because they taught me to think. They taught me to think for myself. And when I thought for myself and when I decided the Mormon church wasn't true, at first they were not accepting, but they accepted it. And now like they still love me, you know, like I'm not forbidden from family meetings and shit like that. Like even my mom has drank alcohol with me. And I love that. Like I love it that I feel like I can actually like enjoy time with my parents as adults. Like and that's what I'll tell you, right? Like is since you're young and you know, your parents have probably had a tumultuous life. They're going to chill out when you get older. They really will. And I'll say this is don't hold a grudge, you know? Like there are plenty of shit that you can still like not be happy about, but don't let that get in the way of being happy, you know? Cuz I have an older sister and she has two kids that my parents are raising. Because my older sister hasn't been able to get over that. Every time I talk to my sister, she's always talking about the bad shit my parents have done. And I don't disagree with her. Like, my parents were kind of shitty growing up. Like, I remember that there were times, like, so here's the thing about Mormonism is Mormonism teaches that even looking at porn and masturbating is evil. And there were times where I legitimately believed that even though I was doing everything right, because I was looking at porn, I was a horrible person. And my parents enforced that. Like, I remember having moments that my mom would sit down and talk to me, and she's like, I don't care how good you are in school. If you aren't worthy, you know, you aren't a good son. And that fucked me up, you know? Like, my mom said some horrible shit to me, but I've forgiven her because she wasn't saying that because she believed it. She was saying that because the church told her to say that, you know? And because they've left the church and because they've shown me that they care, I've forgiven them. And I just want to say that it's going to take a while, you know? Like, your parents probably aren't in their best state right now. They're probably stressed out and they probably will continue to do things that harm you. But don't hate them. You know, don't hold a grudge because that bitterness it will only poison you. And like people tell me they're like, "Oh my god, you're such a positive person." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I have so many negative thoughts in this brain, but it's because I don't let it out. It's because I don't like I've never once went to my parents and yelled at them and said you ruined me and shit like that cuz they're they're raising my sister's kids right now. You know, like my mom doesn't get a great break. She's 60 years old. My mom is 60 years old and she's still
That's how old
raising.
my grandma is.
Yeah, she's a grandma and she's raising my sister's kids because my sister's going through shit right now and I don't know if my sister's ever going to get better, you know? Like but it's one of those things where it's like holding those grudges does nothing. You know, holding that hatred does nothing. Like here's the funny bit, right? You probably wouldn't tell by looking at me, but I have an unbearable hatred towards rich people. I think that the 1% is destroying this world, and sometimes those thoughts bring me into great despair, and I would love nothing more than to, you know, blow up Jeff Bezos and shit like that. Like, I can think horrible things, right? But I don't let that stuff consume me because, you know, like, I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan, but I am, and I've become a real big fan of Anakin. And I feel like the reason why Anakin is such a well written character is that he let his passions consume him. He let his deep feelings take over his soul. And that's what I don't want to do. You know, like I don't want my deep, you know, passion for humanity to turn me into a murderer. You know, like I don't want to become an eco-terrorist and shit like that. Um I just want to be a good dad. You know, like I just want to be a good dad for my daughter. Like it's so crazy that like at one point, like and I'm being totally honest, I I would have jumped at the opportunity to become a suicide bomber. Like, I would have loved to die for a cause. I would have loved to, kill Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or any one of those billionaires because that's how much I hated them. I hated them so much that I would have thrown my life away just to kill them. But that's not right, you know? That's not right. Like, we should not be consumed by hatred. And I the more I think about it, the more I realize that's what's wrong. Is we're all consumed by hatred. We're all being told by social media to hate this guy, to hate this person, to shit on this guy. And you know what? I say fuck that shit. I'm all about positivity. I love that. Like it is so like it's one of those things that I've been learning is if negativity can spread, why can't positivity? Like so here's the deal, right? Like this interaction that I'm having with you is not unique. It's something that I've been practicing for years. Is that I've been practicing to always be positive. Like I used to be that guy who would go on the internet and would argue with people for hours, calling them horrible things, telling people to kill themselves and shit because I was full of hate, full of anger, and it didn't do any good. The only good it did, the only thing that made me sleep well was like when I started falling asleep and realizing that I wasn't being a shitty person anymore. Like when I would go to bed and be like, yo, I spent this whole day taking care of my daughter. I spent this whole day, helping a friend, file his taxes, or helping a guy move. That's the shit I live for. Like, like the more I think about it, the more I realize, like, do people really want to go around causing chaos? Do people really want to go around destroying shit? I don't think so. I think we just do it because we're mad. I think we just do it because we hate shit, and that we want to like send a message. But like this is the message I'm sending. Like that's the crazy bit. Is like I don't need to be a suicide bomber. I don't need to be the Unabomber. I don't need to go commit atrocities just to get my message spread. I could just be nice. Like, and I don't even want to be popular. Like I don't even want to be like Steve Irwin. I want to be the Joe that nobody remembers. I want to be the guy that nobody can actually like say like who he was. I don't want recognition. Like, and that's the funny bit I tell people is I'm not Christian anymore, obviously. But I still loved what Jesus did. And one of the things I loved that Jesus did is that he would heal people and that he would tell people, do not tell people what I did. I love that shit. Like I love that. Like not wanting recognition. Like it's beautiful. Cuz like I'm happy. I'm happy that I only have like, 6 followers on Twitch and shit like that. I'm not popular. I'm not Jesus. I don't want to be. Like I don't want recognition cuz like recognition it poisons you. Like you probably heard about like Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, right? Yeah, see it's like I think Jake Paul was a good guy. I think he was a genuinely nice, funny guy. Like, here's the crazy bit, right? I'm so old. I remember Jake Paul was on Vine. Vine. Like the old Vine, Like, he was a funny guy. And now he's just wrestling people for money, or selling NFTs. Like, yeah, he fell down the path and shit. But in the end, yeah, he was just a funny guy. Like, it's one of those deals that, like, makes me think. It's like, maybe I could be a sellout. Maybe I could have been like Jake Paul. I don't think so. I don't think I'm nearly as funny as that guy. But shit, it's a wonderful feeling where I don't feel like I'm a terrible person anymore. Like that's crazy. Like yeah, like that's what I hope for you is that I hope that you don't like you seem like a really chill person. Like I don't think you're the kind of person who spreads your anger. And that's what I would say is like don't do that. Like the funniest bit that I ever learned from religion is about being on a higher plane, being better than the base level. And that's one of the things I still believe in. Is like I don't want to be just an animal. I don't want to be just a hateful person. I want to be a higher level. I want to be a better kind of person. And what's even funnier is as I've gotten older, I realize that the internet is full of negative people. Like, you turn a corner and someone's negative. But when was the last time you saw someone who was positive? You know? Someone who was genuinely happy. That's rare. And that's the shit I want to be. Like Steve Irwin, um, Bob Ross. Those are my fucking heroes. Sorry, I'm ranting.
You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I just hope that you have a good life, you know? Like, because here's one of the deals that makes me feel old is like, I sometimes think about that. It's like, how do I want people to remember me? You know, and it's like I don't want people to remember me as the guy who said like racial slurs. You know, like I want to be remembered as the guy who said something positive. Like I don't know what you get on your Instagram reels, but sometimes on my Instagram reels, I'll get like the coolest quote from like Steve Irwin or the most positive person on earth. Like actually, there was actually this reel I saw earlier today, and it was like an Indian video that was made by a Japanese guy. So this Japanese guy made an anime that depicted a Indian folklore story. And it was this whole thing where like this battle happened and they were burying and cremating the dead guys on the enemy team. And this one guy who was like a lieutenant or something turned to the god and he's like, "Why are we doing this? Why are we burning the dead enemies?" And this guy in the calmest voice said, "Because at one point these guys were brothers to us. We were all human. And before this battle, we were all humans." And it's like it's one of those bits where it's like have you ever seen that meme of like I have no enemies? Oh my god. Like so it's from Vinland Saga. It's a silly anime, but I love it. But it's this concept of like that's the mentality I want to have. It's like I don't want to make enemies. I want to be the guy that no matter who comes up to me, I want to be able to make a friend. Like, do you know how powerful that ability would be? Is that nobody would want to hurt you because you're a friend to everybody? Like, that's badass. Like it's one of those funny moments where it's like, why do we do this? Why are we antagonistic? Why do we start fights? Like and here's the funny bit, right? I start fights all the time. Like there are times where I'll start a text conversation with somebody and I'll like maybe be in a bad mood or something, and then the friend will like mention that. They're like, "Are you in a bad mood?" And I'll like, "Oh yeah, I was about to pick a fight with you. Why did I do that?" And it's like one of those moments where you like take a step back, take a breath, and you're like, "Nah, I'm not going to let my emotions take over." And it's like you feel like you're a Pokemon evolving to your next form. Like it's one of those moments where like you feel like you fucking just ascend to another plane. Like, oh god. Like, and this is what I say about the next generation is that you guys have the best generation ever. You guys are so in touch with your emotions. You guys are a lot more and like and here's the whole deal, right? Like boomers probably make jokes about how sensitive you guys are. You guys aren't sensitive. You guys just are dead inside. Like
Yeah.
like the fact that you guys understand that when someone says something hurtful, that it's hurtful to you, that's powerful, man. Like like it's crazy. Like one of the greatest communicative skills I've had is by being able to say that like, "Hey, what you said was hurtful to me." Like that's powerful. Like if you ever do that in a conversation with a friend, you will see a huge change. Like if a friend ever says something hurtful to you to the point that you might want to end your friendship, just say, "What you said was hurtful to me." And usually they will say, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. And holy shit, is that powerful? Because like that's what I feel is I feel like the world is full of people who just want us to be mad, who just want us to get mad at everything, like, and I don't like that shit. Like I hate it that like I'm so glad that you guys gave up on Facebook because Facebook was the shittiest social media ever. I grew up on Facebook, man, and man, like Facebook sucked. I tell everybody, Facebook fucking sucked. I finally quit Facebook in 2023. I'm happy. I am so happy that I'm not on Facebook. Like it is a blessing because goddamn, like there was just so much hate on there. There was so much conflict because what Facebook did is Facebook wanted to push content that increased um what's it called? Interactivity or whatever. But basically that meant is like you know what ratio is, right? Like you know how if something has a whole bunch of likes but a whole bunch of comments, you know that it's controversial. So that's the whole deal is that Facebook realized at some point like, "Oh, hey, if we push content to people so that they would comment, and here's the whole deal, right? If you like something, you just like something. But if you don't like something, you argue in the comments. And that's what Facebook didn't understand. Facebook kept pushing content that encouraged comments instead of likes. Like, and there's this moment I remember it very deeply in 2023, where I was super depressed about politics and shit. And Facebook was just pushing all this content that made me mad about the way the world was. And I just sat there and realized, why is Facebook showing me this obvious right wing content when it knows I'm a lefty? And I just sat there and I just kind of put my phone down. And I'm like, because it knows that I like arguing with people. Oh fuck, like it's just one of those moments where it's like I was gotted, like they got me. They wanted me to argue with people, and it's like I became that guy. I became the keyboard warrior, the SJW, like oh fuck, this is how they do it. Like people don't actually want to go online and argue with people. Like that's the funny bit, right? Like
Yeah.
like when you really think about it, does anybody open up their Instagram and want to argue with people? No. Exactly. Right? It's brought before us. And again, this is where like I become really nerdy. And I say it's because they want us to fight. They want us to fight each other rather than fighting the big deal. And the big deal is, of course, the rich. Like, and this is what I tell people all the time. Like, you think I make a lot of money? Nah, dude. 40K a year? That's not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money at all. Like, when you think of how much people pay for rent, how much people have to give in taxes, all of the shit we have to pay,
Grocery bills.
grocery bills, especially how groceries have gotten more expensive. Making 40K a year, that's nothing. Like I I am lucky that I pay the rent that I pay. Like it's one of those moments that makes me realize like being compassionate, that's the way I want to be. And like that's what I joke about with people too is the reason why I was turned off to Christianity is I wanted too much to be like Jesus. Like because like when you really read the Bible, Jesus is a bro. He was hanging out with prostitutes and scum, like and poor people. Like he was not hanging around with rich people. He was not hanging around with the powerful and the influential. He was hanging around with bums like you and me. Like that's the guy I like. I like the guy who hangs around with strippers. I like the guy who hangs around with bums and druggies and, all that shit. I want to hang out with that guy who hangs out with all of them and loves them for who they are. And it's like, it's one of those bits. I joke around with people and it's like, yeah, I'm just too Christian for you. It's like, I believe in the real Jesus. Like, have you ever seen the memes about American Jesus versus real Jesus? Oh God, it's funny. But like I think people sometimes call it supply side Jesus or whatever. But it's this whole idea that like people don't know who Jesus really is. Like,
Yeah.
because I was that nerd. Like, I actually read the Bible. Like, I joke around with people all the time. I'm like, and I'll tell people this all the time. Most Christians never read the Bible. Because as a guy who read the Bible, it's fucked up, dude. Like, the Old Testament has really, really dirty shit. Like, you should not give the Bible to a kid. It straight up, like, describes horrible stuff all the time. Like, it talks about people grabbing a baby and throwing the baby on the ground and breaking his skull open. And I'm like, why would you describe that in a Bible, in a book of God, you know? Like, but it's there. Like it says, and what's even worse is like the scriptures describe it in a way that's positive. It says, "Blessed be the man who dashes a baby's skull upon the stones." And I'm like, why would you say that's a good thing? You know, like, but that's how it is. You know, like the world is just full of awfulness, and like the one thing that makes me happy is all of those awful and might sound very sad, but all of those awful people, they're dying. They're dying. All of these boomers are dying. And you know what? Once they all die, I feel like the world's going to be a happier place. Like, we're going to get so many people who are not fucking assholes. Like, something you'll learn in high school, if you're a big history buff, one thing you'll learn is lead in our paint. Like, people will tell you this as you get older, but the lead in our paint and the lead in the gas. Like, have you ever heard of unleaded gasoline? Like, whenever you go to the gas station, it always says unleaded gasoline. The reason why it says unleaded gasoline is because before you were born, they put lead, the poisonous chemical, in gasoline. Yeah, you think like, oh my God, how would they do something so stupid, right? But that's what they did because corruption and greed and capitalism and all that fucking shit. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but um, basically, everybody who is about 60, 70, and 80 years old right now, they lived during the age where there was lead in paint and there was lead in the gasoline. And this is the funniest bit. We have scientifically proven that lead in your gasoline because like have you ever been to a gas station and smelled the air and smelled that it like kind of smells kind of funky, right? It was worse back then because of the lead. But basically that vapor, that smell, it got into your brain and it gave you brain damage. So like this is what and like it's one of those things where it's a half joke, but it's half truth. But most boomers have brain damage because of lead in their gas.
Did you
So
hear that they're putting like lead in like Stanley cups now, and people are getting like lead poisoning it?
yeah, it's crazy. Like it's one of those deals. Well, like I joke with people. Like one of my like if I ever ran for politics, my like tagline or whatever would be I have plastic in my blood. Like I joke with people all the time. It's like, you know what? Microplastics, that's a thing. You know, there's probably microplastics in my blood. My body is probably compromised. I'm probably going to get cancer from something. And that's why I smoke weed. That's why I don't care. You know, like it's one of those bits where it's like I don't know what I'm going to do in life, you know. I I'm kind of decided on I just want to be a good dad for my daughter. Um, but at the same time, you know, if I ever wanted to get into politics, that would be the way I would go. Is I would be that guy who would make a joke out of everything. You know, where I would be like, "Hey, I got microplastics in my blood. Vote me into politics so I could get, you know, free healthcare." Like, you know, it's one of those jokes that I would do. You know, like I would run as a joke because I feel like there are so many people who run as a joke anyway. Like I would tell people to stay away from politics because it just gets you mad. But there's a lot of people who like if you follow in politics, you're like, this guy just ran as a joke, right? Like again, Trump was a great example. A lot of people thought he ran as a joke. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Matt whatever Matt I forgot his name, the Florida guy. But like there's just so many of them where you just sit there and you're like, that was a joke, right? Like you wanted to get into politics just to make a point, right? Like just be a jokester. And that's kind of what I do is I would do it as a joke. I would not legitimately want to be president. I think that would be the most depressing job on the planet. You know, having to authorize drone strikes and shit like that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
not.
have to go because I have work in the morning at like 6 a.m.
Definitely. Hey, this was great. I'm sorry, I was talking too much, but this was
No,
great
you're
talking to you.
fine. No, it's better than me just being like bored.
Hey, well, I'm glad I got to talk to you.
Yeah, it was
And
good talking to you too.
definitely. Well, I hope you have a good life. And again, like, remember to always stay positive and don't let that bitterness take over because you're talking to a guy who is a little bit bitter and it sucks. So stay positive. See ya. All right. So I'm going to take a piss. All right, boys. Let's do this. This is kind of fun. Oh shit. What's up, homie?
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good.
That's great. Sorry. I just took a hit. So
Yeah, you sound like you did. And you look like a hippie. Like, no offense.
no, none taken. Thank you. That's what I'm going for. What gave it away? The fucking glasses or the fucking twink mustache?
Your shirt.
And the fucking shirt. That's a taco cat right there.
Oh. That's so funny.
Thank you. See, there's a cat right there.
That looks like my cat. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good. Cats are amazing. We do not.
Yeah, I know. I have 4.
We do not stand dogs in this household.
Ooh, I have a dog too.
I do have a dog as well. I still hate the fucker.
That's so mean.
It is,
He
but
probably hates you too.
yeah, he. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yep. You're welcome. You gotta be honest.
I appreciate the honesty though.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.
That was funny. What's up, homie?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's
Bro, dude, I feel like I need to fill up again.
Good.
Dude, it's only 8 o'clock for me. What time is it for you?
Same, 8 o'clock. You're in Vegas too. Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot. It tells you the location. That's right.
Yeah, I'm in Washington. Listen, bro, I love Vegas. I love Vegas.
Hell yeah, bro. So
not because of the entertainment, because of the weed. The best weed I've ever smoked is in Vegas.
Dude, that's actually crazy. Like our weed scene has just been getting better. Like, dude, it's crazy that you can still get $100 ounces in Vegas, and they're not bad. Like,
no, they're not bad at all. At all.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
Yes, bro.
Oh yeah, dude, like, look at this shit. Wait, did I smoke? Did I? Oh no, I still got half left. You know what? I gotta smoke the rest of this, dude. Oh, this is great.
Oh, you're great vibes, bro. I love the long hair.
Thank you.
Vibe, bro. Love it.
Dude, that is exactly what I was trying to do. Is I was trying to curate the vibe. Is like when I think about people online, the most intimidating thing I can think of is like a clean-shaven dude, like that just looks serious. And so like I wanted to look as non-serious as possible. So I got the crazy long hair, the fucking, like goofy ass mustache, like dude, like what's even crazier is like this is it when it's short. Like I actually get the fucking like French, villain stat. Dude, I go the whole French villain stash. Like I do like LARPs and shit like that. So I go to like conventions and I get the whole villain stash and I go and like I seriously go up to people and I'm like, oh, What's up? How you doing? Oh my god. Pittsburgh! What the fuck, Pittsburgh? What would you do? Tuscaloosa. What's up? How you doing?
What's going on, everyman?
I'm doing great. As you can tell, I'm smoking weed.
Yeah, dude, it could be crack for all I know.
It could be. That's the funny bit, but I'll show you the I don't know why I'm showing it to you. I could be smoking crack. Who cares?
Yeah, and I could be a government plant, you know?
Yeah, you could be. And you know what? It doesn't matter because I live in a place where it's legal. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think crack is legal, but you know what? If you got me arrested, you know what? I would gladly go to prison because joke's on you. I'm a writer and I would love going to prison so I could write about going to prison. Ha!
Hell yeah, dude. That's the mood. Are you streaming right now?
I actually am. I mean, I have no streamers, but that's normal because I only have like 6 subscribers anyway. But that's just what it's like being part of the 99%. You know, like I ain't Jake Paul. I'm the nobody, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, dude, that's me too. Like, I stream sometimes, but
Hell
like, do
yeah.
people care? No, because I'm kind of fugly looking and like I don't have a great personality. So like,
Same.
you know, what can you do?
Hell yeah. See, what's even funnier is like all my followers are people I know in real life. So like there's no actual like fan I have on the internet. I'm like, there's 7 billion people out there, but none of them give a shit about me.
Yeah, that's how it is, dude. But like, you know, you keep doing what you love, keep doing what you enjoy.
Exactly. Like at one point I was actually like trying to get famous and man was it miserable. Like holy
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, like have you ever tried like making viral videos and like posting daily? It fucking sucks, bro. And like trying to be funny. Have you ever tried to be funny? Like I'm awful. I'm awful when I try to be funny.
Dude, I'm the same way. You and I had different things going on, but I tried to make like furry content for a bit, and then I just gave up on that.
Oh hell yeah. Well, first of all, there's no like lack of furry artwork to be done. Like
No. And there are people so much more like with so much more autism and like
Oh my god! Oh my god! So crazy bit. I quit the political side of Reddit and I hopped on the roleplay side of Reddit and I somehow hopped into it and I somehow hopped into a furry server. And you know what? I learned a lot of shit. And and I learned like hardcore about like fursonas and all of that. And you know what? Like all the power to them. I got to and like but the funniest bit, everyone's autistic. It's so funny. Like I'm just like, "Hey, I'm ADHD." And they're like, "I'm autistic too." I'm like, "Yeah, cousins." You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my experience too. And like as like a mostly neurotypical person, like, it didn't work out for me.
Yup. Yeah, it's one of those deals where it's like, "Hey, I get with you." You know, like I just happen to be like the ADHD guy who's forced to, mask to associate with people. So I'm really good at bonding with people and creating masks and personas. And so like the funniest bit is on that server, I'm a chick. like it's just so like obviously pandemic I started growing out my hair and I'm like, you know what? I want to see what it's like to be a chick. I want to see what it's like to get, up the ass, and it's all digital, but you know what? It's great. It opens up my perspectives.
Dude, I wanted the opposite. So I like guy on Discord.
Hell yeah! But like that's what I'm talking about. Is it's all about experiences. Like so I grew up in a super conservative religious household, and so like all of this is like it's like it's so funny if I described my life in a Reddit post, people would be like, "Was this written by a bot?" I'm like, "No, this was actually my life. I was an autistic middle child of 7 kids, raised by religious conservative parents, and I just so happened to, develop a lot of fucking weird fetishes." But that's just normal.
I mean, I'm kind of in a similar boat, except for I don't have any of those because I take antidepressants. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't need to like feel.
I don't need to feel. See, I'm the opposite. I feel too much. Like I'll go to my therapist and I'm like, hey, the political state of the world makes me depressed, and he's like, have you thought about not using social media? And I'm like, you're a genius. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I got rid of all my social medias. I don't have any anymore.
And it's
So
fantastic, isn't it?
it's really boring. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, granted, like, I'll still like. So I quit my main Reddit account that had like 40,000 karma, and I created a fake Reddit account, of course, so I could pretend to be a chick, so that I could get verified and shit like that. So, like, dude, I have this whole trap persona created. It's so fucking hilarious. Um. But yeah, like I still use that account, and sometimes I'll still scroll. I'm like, oh wow, the Jake Paul fight. Wow, that's stupid. Oh, Trump, that's stupid. Like it's one of those moments where it's like, I'm so glad that I don't doom scroll like 2 hours a day like I used to. Like now I'm only doom scrolling like an hour a week, which is fantastic. Huge reduction. But man, like now every time I doom scroll, it's like ironically, it's like, wow, everything I missed was pointless. There really is nothing to look at. All right, bye. You know? And it's like do you know what the dead internet theory is?
What is the dead internet theory?
So the dead internet theory is this concept that the majority of the internet is actually driven by engagement with bots. Like for instance, like if you look at Reddit, for instance, I legitimately believe Reddit is only driven by outrage. And so there are repost bots, and it's proven. It's proven that there are accounts that are just reposters. That they're just called repost bots where they gather information over years. And like that's the one thing that's crazy. It's like when you think about it, we're in 2024 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago is 2020. At one point, that was new. So there have been accounts that have been systematically archiving content and re-uploading it onto Reddit so that things go in cycles. It's so fucking wild. Like have you ever seen like the new set of outrage when it comes to like police videos and videos of police like shooting people doing stupid shit? Like it's so crazy that it's almost like clockwork that like every 2 years you'll see that video of that chick saying taser taser as she draws out her actual gun, and it's like
Oh
that.
yeah.
But it's like it was planned. And so that's what the dead internet theory is about, is that everything is just controlled by puppeteers and everything is driven by bot engagement. Everything, and like that's what algorithms are all about. And it's one of those things that's like if you the more you think about it, the more it's scary. Because like you know how people sometimes say like, yeah, every couple of years YouTube will push this video into my recommended feed, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not a joke. That's legit. Like every couple of years YouTube pushes this content to me. What you know, it's one of those moments where it's like if you think about it a little bit too long, you're like, "Oh, I don't like this." You know, like and like that's the whole deal is like I love the dark bits of the internet. I love that like those theories and thinking about it cuz like the more I think about it, the more I'm like that actually makes a little bit too much sense. You know? Like it's one of
Oh
those
yeah.
like the more I thought about it, the more I realized that manufactured outrage is a real thing. Like isn't it kind of funny that like granted like there is a legit voice out there that says like yeah well for instance like again I don't want to get too political but like the conflict in Israel has been going on for 30 fucking years, so it kind of makes sense that like every couple of years or so like interest in it will ebb and flow, and so like there is an argument to the fact that this is natural. But I don't know. I feel like some things are just a little bit too, manufactured in a way. Like I feel like every couple of years people always have to mention Epstein. Like especially like remember how those Epstein memes started coming out and everyone was making fun of um the midgets and the Stephen Hawking. And like this is the conversation I have with people. Is I'm like, hey, didn't you think it was kind of funny how when the logs came out, everyone started making memes about Stephen Hawking, a dead guy, rather than, talking about the alive people who were actually on the list? Don't you think that was kind of intentional? Like, and that's what I tell people. It's like the dead internet theory also connects with what's called, have you ever heard of the CIA meme division? So like that's it. It's like there's this idea that there's a legitimate branch of the government that produces memes and pushes memes on social media to direct the way people think. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's just propaganda 2.0. What the fuck? You know, like oh my god.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's so fucking scary. Like the more you think about it, it's like dude, like well, first of all, have you ever read 1984?
Yes.
So like first of all, 1984, like I remember reading that in high school when I was what
Mhm.
16, 14, shit like that, and it talked about TVs that listen to you and talk to you. I have a Amazon Smart TV mounted to my wall. And I have a remote that has a fucking microphone built into it. It listens to me all the fucking time. And you know what? I paid $300 for that fucking TV. It was the cheapest fucking TV I've ever bought, and I'm happy. And that's the way capitalism fucking works. Is George Orwell did not understand that capitalism would make people happy to give away their privacy. Like, oh my god, dude! Like if you could pay $1,000 for a 55-inch OLED TV, or $300 for a 55-inch smart TV, what would you do? You would of course buy the $300 one. Everybody would. And you buy the one that harvests your information, listens to you, and I'm like, oh my god, 1984 was not a fucking joke. Jeff Bezos knows everything about me. It knows what I watch. It knows what I like. Oh my god, you know, it's one of those bits that's like, I can't let this affect me. You know, like I gotta stay chill about this. I can't actually take this seriously, because if I do take this seriously, I'm gonna want to kill myself. You know, like it's one of those bits, right? Like it's the sad truth. I
Oh, yeah.
I make a joke out of everything. Like I started writing a book during like here's the crazy bit, right? Like the years have passed so often that like I still vividly remembered the January 6th riot. Like I was watching it live on TV during my work when I was working at home, and I would just put it on my TV and I was just watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is our government going to fucking collapse? You know? And it's been 4 years and like nothing has changed. It's kind of crazy, you know? Like it's one of those bits that's like I you just gotta laugh at it, because if you take it too seriously, it's scary as fuck. Like, are you a Harry Potter fan?
I am not. My parents didn't let me read that.
Oh, okay. So the one bit about Harry Potter that I used to criticize the books for, now it scares me, is the fact that like I was so mad that in the Harry Potter lore, you know, like there were the people who followed Voldemort before Voldemort died, right? But then after Voldemort died, a whole bunch of those people got into positions of government. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. You were a terrorist. How'd you get in the government? You know? And then it's like, now I know. And it's scary. Like, it's one of those bits where it's like, I can't take this too seriously. But anyway, I started writing a book that was about this alternate universe, right? Where the January 6th riots happened a little bit differently. Were a little bit better coordinated, and that Donald Trump was younger and a lot more mentally capable. So I created a Donald Trump character who was a lot more scary, but also had a little bit more of that religious vibe. So I switched the real estate tycoon for megachurch pastor. So I created this character called Adam Plinkett, who is meant to be this Trump archetype, right? But it was this whole concept of if a megachurch pastor ran for a Republican government and got the nomination, what would that look like? You know, like would theocracy actually happen? And so the book was kind of based on that. And here's the crazy bit, right? When I was writing that book in 2020, I was creating this whole document where I was like outlining all the plot points, and here's the crazy bit. I predicted that there was going to be a conservative supermajority in the Supreme Court that would have led to crazy shit happening. But here's the thing. I predicted that they were going to ban weed, which was something that was recently introduced. You know, weed was only legalized back in 2015. That people don't realize is weed is a new thing. But they took down Roe v. Wade. They took down abortion. That was a standing thing. And this is a whole big deal. I'm a nerd. Like, I know a lot about history too, and that's what I use in a lot of my writing. So I was so surprised that they took down Roe v. Wade, which was something that's been codified basically since the 80s. And
Right.
as a parent, I have a daughter. That fucked me up. Like, it wasn't fun anymore writing a fucking story about a alternate future where things got dark because I was living in it, man. Like, I was living in that fucking meme. Like, have you ever seen that meme where it's like Captain Barbarossa? He's like, "You better start believing in cyberpunk dystopias because you're living in one." Like, oh, if you gotta look it up. It's so fucking funny. But that's what I felt like. It was actually depressing writing that book because everything I was writing was happening. Like I was oh god, like I was like it was scary and like I just couldn't do it anymore because I legitimately felt like the government was listening to me and like wanting to learn this shit so that they could make things even worse. Like have you ever heard of the fact that the BMW now charges you monthly to get heating seats on your in your
Oh
BMW
yeah.
car? Yeah, you saw that meme, right? I made a joke about that before it happened. I'm like, you know what would be funny if you put subscription services in vehicles. And then it fucking happened. And I'm like, this isn't funny anymore. I don't like this. I don't like this cyberpunk dystopia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
100% with you, dude.
yeah, and like that's why I make jokes. Like you turn to antidepressants, I turn to substances. Like I'm a huge pothead and I'm a borderline alcoholic because I gotta laugh at these things. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
um,
there's a lot to deal with out there.
yeah, like it. Well, I live in corporate America. Like I'm working in what's called logistics for what's called a 3PL. So if you know anything about e-commerce, do you know what drop shipping is?
Yeah.
So drop shipping is this whole concept of basically running a shadow company and profiting off of AliExpress. So I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I'm part of that supply chain.
Yeah.
I've seen how American investors buy products from China, import it into America, put it into American warehouses, sell it off of the e-commerce website, and make 10 times the profits. And it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting how it's all coming from China. It's all like it's what's even worse is most of the people running these businesses have no fucking clue what they're doing. They're just investors. They're speculators. So like these aren't like mom and pop shops. Like this is just some dude who took $200,000 from his dad, bought a whole bunch of stuff from China, created a fake LLC, and is storing their products in our warehouse. It's gross, like and they're selling these products for ridiculous prices. Like do you know what Shopify is?
Yep.
Yeah. Like they use Shopify, Etsy, these online platforms. It's all foreign products. It's none of it's from the United States. All of those drop shipping platforms, all of those Shopify platforms, it's all speculators. It's all and like that's the whole deal is like you can tell I'm anti-capitalist as fuck, but Jesus Christ, it is so concerning that that's what these people do. Like, and it's same thing with the real estate industry. People are buying houses just so they can lease it, just so they can Airbnb it, and like that's just my little socialist communist brain ranting. It's like, why is everyone doing things just for profit? Like you should run a garden in your backyard just to provide for yourself. Why can't we do that anymore? No, everyone's got to have a hustle. Like I want to write a book, right? But like every time I tell people that I want my book to be public domain, like here's the whole deal, right? Like I grew up being a huge fan of like Lord of the Rings and Halo and Mass Effect, all of those franchises, right? And I've seen all of those franchises go to shit. and it's because those franchises are run by corporations. And I felt like the only way to fuck the corporations is to not give them the power to own my property. So I had this big plan, right? I wanted to write books, but when I die, it goes to nobody. It doesn't go to my family like how Tolkien did. He gave it to his son, and then his son passed it to his son, and then his son sold it to Warner Brothers, and that's why The Hobbit was made. And The Hobbit sucks, you know, like so it's one of those deals, right? Like eventually your intellectual property will get in the hands of a corporation. Like, are you a Warhammer fan?
Not really.
Right, but like I'm sure you're a fan of something. Like, what are the things that you're a fan that you're part of fandoms?
I like, geez, Darby. Is like a
Ooh,
comic that I'm reading right now.
nice, very
It's
nice.
about like a baby T-Rex. If that ever gets popularized, I'll be really surprised. But um, I'll be sad about it for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the deal is you like it when they're small.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about the indie nature of things, and that's kind of where I'm at. Is I love playing small shit. Like, I'm a streamer, but I only play like games that nobody knows about, so nobody ever watches my streams because it's like, okay, nobody's gonna hop on Twitch and look at the stream for fucking Dicey Dungeon because nobody's ever heard of that game. Um, but it's just the way it is. I kind of gave up being popular. It's kind of fun not wanting to be popular, like what I was saying. Um, but like yeah, like that's the one deal is I'm so ADHD. This is my huge fucking hyperfixation. And I kid you not, I have over like I think it's 100 GB of artwork, notes, data, and shit for this world that I'm building. And it's not even just for a book series. Like, I'm such a fucking nerd that there's enough information there to create like an open world MMO and shit like that. Like, I have all of these different nations and all of their currencies built, and even the exchange system. I fucking built the exchange system of the different currency systems and shit like that, and all of the politics and all of the religions and even the mineral deposits. I even wrote down where all the fucking mineral deposits were. Like, like
Yeah, that would be good for like a role play world.
it would be. Like, what's even funnier is like I've tried to like get people to role play with me on Discord, but like if you've ever been part of like role plays online, people are notoriously fickle. And like that's the one thing that sucks is like I always wonder like am I just too much? I might be. Like cuz like I'm basically telling people like, "Hey, I have this whole world that's thought out. You could be anywhere and you could do anything and I can figure it out for you." And like people have told me like, "Oh, that's too intimidating." I'm like, "But isn't this what you wanted? Didn't you want an open world?" Like
Yeah, that's what's hard for me is because I like to do Discord roleplay, but like the problem is I am dyslexic and I'm like I know what I want to make, I know what kind of roleplay I want to have. I just don't
Mhm.
want to go through the effort of reading like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's tough. Like for me, I got a kid, I got a job, I like to write, and so it's gotten to the point where it's like I'm that ADHD level where like sometimes I still try to like start a role play even though I know I'm too busy to really handle it, you know? And
Oh
it's
yeah.
like and so it's like it's one of those deals where it's like I hate being put like I hate putting myself in a situation where I'm a little bit too busy. So it's one of those deals where it's like I would love to do a role play like that, but I haven't started one because I'm just a little bit too busy right now. Like
Oh yeah, and running a
yeah.
server takes a lot of
It
effort.
yeah, it does, especially if you want to do all the fancy shit like and like that's the whole deal that would really discourage me is I would create a custom server for these people. I would make all the different channels. I would do like a channel for characters. I would even make custom roles so that we would have different colors and shit like that so that you can name yourself so that like you didn't even have to use Tupperbot. Um and like still these people would just ghost me. And it's one of those things where it's like like you shed a single tear, but you kind of just move on. Like
Oh yeah.
you kind of realize like I can't feel discouraged and I can't get depressed over every individual person that has ghosted me on Discord because if I did, I'd kill myself.
Yeah. I've been there,
Yeah. and you just
Dude,
gotta move on.
I appreciate talking to you. I actually have to go work out now, though. Like, I have to do that
Hey,
before done.
hey, that's great, dude.
So,
This was a great conversation. Like, I'm so glad I got to talk to you. This was so much fun.
yeah, dude, I'm glad you're passionate about stuff. I love hearing about it.
Definitely.
But I do have to finish this workout before midnight, so I
Oh,
have
hell
to
yeah.
run to dry my hair.
You have a good one,
So,
okay?
Godspeed. Yeah, you
Godspeed.
too. Bye.
Yo! Is this gonna be a dance party?
Hell yeah. I got you. I got you.
Hell yeah.
Make around your block, all you need hoes. Beat the court all night, boy. Beat the bitch, pussy, yeah. Beat the court all night, boy. 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 Beat the court all night, boy.
Dude, you got the Luffy fucking hat. I love it! I love it! Oh, are you gonna dance too? The last guy danced for me. That was great.
Oh, I can't do that.
That's okay. How you doing? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. What's up, homie?
Come back. You're not coming back, though. Come back.
Come back!
Come back.
What you playing? Are you playing Fortnite?
Come back. Come back.
Are you playing Fortnite?
Come back. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, nigga? Dude, I said come back, nigga. You know the vibes, nigga. You gonna get that ball up. What you talking about?
I love this.
I know. I see that blitz. It's cool. And I'm at the 3. Never blitz. And I'm at the 3. And I'm at the 3. I'm busting his ass. It's 13-0. Why you lying to him? I only want it back here. Let me take it back. Not taking it back. He's not even my place. Let me go to